Hello, and welcome to the world of Entity Point. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Have you worked the stone? I'm the narrator of the story, detailing to you, the watchers, ever present, and to the players, the world around them, and the consequences of their actions. I hope you enjoy the story we have to tell. With that out of the way, it's time to take a delve into our current state of mind, beginning with Archibald Monroe.
Archibald has recently witnessed a man having his arm brutally severed, and it swiftly regrowing. He's very concerned about the rapid progression of Gearhart's research, given that look at the monsters it's been creating. And on a deeper level, he wants to know what's going to happen. And he knows that that's a bad thought. He wants to help Wes, but there's not much he can do without, well, honestly, there's probably not much he can do anyway. Gearhart definitely has ways to deal with him, and he's not sure what to do. On the bright side, he's outside of the base now. He can check out his new portable lab, start working on things again. Still not sure how to feel about the destruction of Shogun's base. I mean, it's a good thing, but also now the town's against us. And Shogun's with us, but that just makes us more of a threat to the UEG. The UEG is going to start coming down on us hard. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to stay here. I'm glad we have a plan to pull me out now. Just hitting Furon space, and then we're done. Then I'm out.
Is that all?
Yep.
Constance Young.
This was a massive success. Admittedly, I did not envision it going this way, but to emerge from Shogun's base, not only with the prospect of having removed him as a threat, but having gained him as an ally, will be vitally important, not only with what his abilities and resources can provide, but also the message that sends to the UEG and to those that it's subjugated. This will be, I think, one of the defining moments that people will look at and realize that, yeah, the UEG it cannot even control its own, let alone those who work within it. I am hesitant, though. The biggest danger here now is becoming overconfident, which is something that we can't afford to be. We'll take risks, yes, risks as they're necessary, but overconfidence it'll get us all killed.
Rogue X.
Rogue is, well, all that happened earlier today was definitely very successful. Despite that, she definitely feels the time that we'd lost, and knows that the enemy is not. We have taken away one of their better soldiers and some of their watch, but have not in any way inhibited their progress scientifically, which is what we have to be worried about in this situation. It's good to continue making progress, and probably best to get rid of the the defenses before you aim for the actual integral structure of the cabal, but we definitely should not slow down. We have to keep going.
Mason Kane.
I'm just glad that we didn't have to kill someone today. Granted, he killed a lot of people for us today, but there's not much I can do about that. So, I guess it's all for the greater good.
Good. With that out of the way, do any of the players have any questions?
Nope.
Have you worked with the stone? On the stone.
Have you worked at
I made
Have
this
you worked
down.
the stone?
That sounds like working to me.
Do you have any questions?
None that I'm allowed to say inside. the building.
Has the stone worked you?
That sounds
Ah.
like
You
a
did.
euphemism.
What's it?
I was there.
I still we're working with.
Did you guys
We might go to start hammering it. Start
Were we supposed to be asking
I
you
did
those
not.
questions
You
all
can't be
along?
giving these to Zane.
Allow me to paint a picture. A lonesome being wanders the endless halls, searching for her. It misses her. She needs its help, and it can't be there. But it has to stay hidden, for there are other beings that roam the halls, ones that are less benevolent than the one we see. Friday, May 8th, 2020. We begin a few hours after Shogun's base was destroyed and he was recruited by the group. We start at the bunker. Starting back at the bunker, Alfonso, with how many people are at the bunker now, has to go deal with a lot more things at the bunker and get Zax to do a lot more. So he will be doing that today.
I assume we probably need a meeting.
Yes.
We've got Shogun, right?
You have Shogun.
He's chilling with us.
You have Shogun and Nolan.
We're rocking with him because he's rocking with us.
I want to dap him up.
He doesn't know what that is.
Or would I?
You know what a high five is?
Just do that.
I didn't grow up around kids. He probably wouldn't know what a high five is.
So we should make our way down to some room that's being currently unused to have a meeting with all of Shogun, Nolan, and the rest of the people who are currently here.
Why don't we just use our normal meeting spot in the
The
kitchen?
kitchen.
Assuming no one's in there, that's perfectly fine.
Well,
That was more short
there's a
joke.
lot more people now that a meeting will be had than usually in the kitchen. 'Cause
We
it's
go to
not
the-
built to hold that many people at once.
We go to the cages. Like, no one goes there.
You could go to the cages. The only thing in there is the Reaper. It's not like it can do anything about it.
Yeah.
Unless
We dap him up.
So, yeah, we'll make our way to the cage room at Mason's.
All right.
I believe the shadow orb was also in the
The Shadow Orb is also in one of the cages.
Right. So, that went better than expected.
Yeah. Constance is kind of not constantly, but near constantly just looking at Shogun.
Who was standing there, arms folded, or like arms down, silently listening.
Yeah. So,
He's not gonna bite.
You ever played rock, paper, scissors?
That was Nolan.
It's not a bite I'm worried about. I don't even see a mouth.
Well, that implies you're worried about his bark, and you also don't see a mouth, so...
No, but I know he can make sound at the very least.
He's gonna yell at you?
He might. I don't know.
Are
Do you
you
yell at-
speaking about me?
Yeah. Forgive me if I'm a little on edge. No.
I can step further away.
Intended.
I could stand further away.
That's gonna be really funny.
I appreciate you being here. It's just a little hard to get over.
I understand. We'll look back at Rogue. And Nolan's going to just lean against the wall, arms folded.
Right. So I guess we need to talk about where we're going next. Realistically, Pierce or Furon's base are our two choices. Pierce's base will be easier to hit, and when we're going to strike.
And it most likely has less defenses than Furon's.
Yes, a smaller building and otherwise just less to protect there. Though we will have to deal with Pierce himself. Yeah. So, yeah, unless anyone's opposed, I do think that we should focus on Pierce's base next.
Do we know where the defenses are they deployed to Shogun's base came from? Or will come from, I imagine, if they haven't already learned of its total annihilation.
Probably Furon.
It was the closest base. Not to mention it's more well staffed than some of the others.
Yeah, admittedly, it might be easier to hit because it's understaffed currently.
True. I imagine once they find... By the time we get there, they'll probably be on their way back, if not they're already there.
The issue in my mind, though, is if we go for Furon's base next, then he's granted as what looks to be more of a sway amongst the group than Pierce does. They'll probably come down harder on us then.
And with Shogun's base being blown up, the defenses on the more important ones are probably a lot better.
It's probably true also.
I recommend Pierce.
Alright.
So the question then becomes when.
I mean, we could go as soon as even this evening, provided, some group of people does at least some amount of recon beforehand.
All right. How about then 2 or 3 hours? Let's see. Myself and Mason go do some recon and report back. We can then decide if we're hitting it that night or the next morning.
Yeah, that works.
Sounds like the best idea.
Mason, I'll meet you back in here in 2 hours then.
Sounds like a plan.
Now, this is out. You are now aware, at least somewhat, of how to get the information from Gerhardt on how to deactivate the assurance. The only way is either him telling you or going into what Zach's referred to as the Nexus.
And ripping it out of him.
And only 2 of you are capable of doing so.
Do we have a method to get into the Nexus?
It was not explained exactly how. Merely that those with mental abilities are capable of getting there.
Yeah.
Which would only be Constance and Mason.
Yeah. In the meantime, I can stay here with Zax and look into the Nexus that was mentioned. Because as of right now, I don't really know what it is or even how to get there.
Okay. I assume Nolan, Shogun, I assume neither of you know anything more about the Nexus.
Never even heard of it.
Didn't figure, but, couldn't hurt to ask. Yeah, that's a good use of time. If there's anything the rest of us can do, let us know. Nolan, Nolan, Shogun, is there anything that either of you want to get acquainted with, be informed of, etc., over this downtime?
Shogun will silently stand there as he's listening to everything. Is there a training room?
There is, I believe it's the floor beneath us. I can show you the way.
I would like to go there. And Nolan will just sit back.
What floor are you guys on right now?
Containment.
That's the
As-
bottom floor.
Okay, but then it's two above us.
Periodically throughout this conversation, he'll be looking over at the
Close,
cage
but
with the
you are.
Reaper, having assumed it was destroyed.
Don't worry, I can't get out.
Are you sure?
Pretty damn sure.
These containments are made to hold things like it, but stronger.
For lack of a better word, I went in there with it, and it was tore out of me.
Got it. I'll just wander around, I guess. I have nothing better to do.
Rogue will let them know who all is here and what all their, for lack of a better term, security access is.
Which is little to none.
Yes.
I feel like for Nolan and Shogun, it would be a little more, but that's entirely up to Alfonso, and he's not here.
Yeah, I also assume that they're essentially
So
part of
they
the team.
might get-
now.
They might get extra benefits later. Now they can just come with you.
I'm just gonna lean over to. I'm assuming I'm standing next to Rogue. I'm gonna lean over to you. Yeah. I'm gonna lean over to you and be like, "Do you suppose I should tell them or no?"
I think I trust both of them.
I'm then gonna lean over to Constance and say the same thing.
Tell them what?
You know.
There's so many things that we.
You're illiterate.
Are you painting or something?
I'm pretending to write.
Yeah, that was Nolan.
Yeah. I'm a pretty damn good artist.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Probably for the best.
All right, cool. I lied. I'm not a damn good artist.
He's a bad artist.
Okay.
He just stick figures.
Why should I care?
We all
Because it's important. Is Shogun left yet, or is he still here?
He's still
He's still here?
Reminder. If Sugar gets undampened, he gets mind controlled again.
Incorrect. I
He
stopped.
destroyed it,
Oh,
remember?
no, you
I destroyed it. Yep.
Okay, never mind. My bad.
If we're still
Uh,
a thing, we would be more
alright.
careful.
This
I
would be a
forgot
very
about that, now
different.
it's so
This would be a very
painful.
different situation.
So, you know, did we say the Nexus thing out loud with it being able to, with only two of us being able to go there currently?
Correct. Oh well, no, you were not.
didn't?
That was me explaining.
Gotcha. For lack of a better word. Okay, separate question for you, Patrick. Do they know that Constance is a special? No. Okay. I won't say that because I don't know if he wants that known or not, and that's not my place. For lack of a better word, I'm similar to you guys. Go me, you know?
You're a special.
Is Nolan a special?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah, I
Just a
remember.
little, I think.
What can you do?
If it's something little, we won't judge.
How do I explain it?
He can rewrite time.
Huh?
He can rewrite any event that he's participated in.
Yeah. He usually explains
Okay.
it better than I do.
acts quite a bit like a safety net for us in a lot of situations.
For example, we killed all your guys.
Uh-huh. Okay.
There are some limits to it, but
I can't change anything I do, and there are, for some reason, I haven't quite got a grasp on it yet. There are key moments in time that I can't affect either. They're effectively, for lack of a better word, written in with permanent ink.
Uh-huh.
considering that you guys will be working with us, I think it's relevant information moving forward what exactly Mason is capable of.
You're not here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Also separate thing. The last time we met, I was John. Now they're calling me Mason. I may or may not be the proverbial long lost son of our resident favorite scientist, Malcolm Kane.
Okay. Am I supposed to care about that?
Usually people find that more concerning.
It's been shockingly relevant to a shocking number of people.
Yeah.
It was like 30 years ago. Why should I care?
I wasn't even born yet.
I wasn't even there.
Uh,
I wasn't even there.
As I've come to find out,
alive for like 2 years.
a lot of stuff that happens in this town
Baby.
remains important for a very long time.
You know, they say stuff happens here that doesn't happen
No,
anywhere
no.
else.
Things can happen here. They can't happen anywhere.
is there anything
Mason
else?
does not know the phrase.
Because Zane doesn't know the phrase.
Is there anything else we should discuss?
Not immediately, I think.
Right. Shogun, I'll take you to the training room then.
He will follow you. So, what would everyone like to do?
Constance is gonna move off to the corresponding appropriate Zax and start looking into the Nexus.
Okay.
Because he's got 2 hours to kill. He's gonna go get him. Mason's gonna go get himself a piping hot cup of Joe. And
They do like Joe. My
my
brother.
roommate.
My brother.
Anyway,
You never let me finish.
I was talking about him.
I hope
Okay.
not.
He's just gonna like, for peace and quiet, at least he's gonna take his coffee down to the containment area where there's no one and no noise. Because I'm assuming, does the Reaper make sound?
Like hissing sounds.
So it's hissing at me. Is the library empty?
Yes.
I'm going to
Yes,
the
it
library.
is.
I'm going to sit in the floor cross-legged, and he's just gonna try to feel any trace amounts of energy in himself, trying to just see what's going on, because he's never done that before. He's never tried to
Why?
focus on it. He wants to know
Okay.
more about himself and what it is and why it is. So he's trying to focus on it to, introspection, learn something more about himself. I'm gonna go throw something away.
And what is Rome doing?
Showing Shogun where the
Other
training
than
room
that.
is.
After showing him where this training room is, she'll head down to her room and spend some time by herself.
Question.
Yes.
The miscellaneous dude that the miscellaneous dude that you mentioned at the very end of last session as like an alternate thing.
Yeah.
Did that actually happen or was that a tyrant?
It actually happened.
So I remember that.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to say, after like I've done my focusing, want to try and go there.
Trying
See
to
if I
go
can.
there?
To the room, at least. Not wanting to do anything there, just wanting
So
to see if
with
he
your
has the
focusing,
capability.
roll
I didn't want to.
cognition.
I didn't want to roll.
Why would I let you just not roll? You're trying to
I hope
do
you
things,
fail.
sir.
I hope you fail.
Nat 1.
That's a 10. 9 on the dice, and I've got a +1.
Oh, nice,
And
nice,
that's a
nice.
token, baby.
Baby.
Yeah, baby.
Woo.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Okay.
Woo.
So you're trying. What exactly you're trying to do again?
Okay, bud.
So, for Zane to describe it, in a lot of media, the way I've seen, like, at least power systems that are magic-esque or feeling, which this kind of is, the way power flows in the body is described as circuits. He's trying to feel the flow of something in his body, if anything.
Okay. So with that roll, you do feel this energy moving through your body. It's strange. It feels unnatural.
That's understandable.
Just like you. You're not here. Shut up.
What?
Not talking to you.
Okay, I thought you were
And
saying that
now
to me.
You're trying
Yeah,
to
no,
go
you're not
back
here.
to that.
I don't want to go back and meet the guy. I want to see if I can go to the room of my free will.
Okay. Rule use power.
Damn it.
Are you surprised?
What
No.
do you think was gonna happen?
You stupid
He was gonna be
boy.
nice to me for once.
In what world?
Would he do that?
Not this one.
What is wrong with
You
you?
don't know me, Zane.
Or maybe he does.
I thought you loved him.
He didn't.
It's a 7. It's just barely a 7.
Okay. So you're sitting there in the library, focusing. You open your eyes, and you're in a white room. There's a desk in front of you, and an empty typewriter.
Cool. Gonna close his eyes and focus on going back.
Nice.
Roll use power.
We'll use typewriter. This is more worrying.
This is much more worrying.
What was the number?
Can I use tokens on these rolls?
No,
No.
you have to use tokens or roll.
A 3.
You open your eyes, and you're still there.
Can I do it again?
No, not immediately.
Not yet. Not until he says so.
You have to wait 4 hours in game.
Move on to someone else.
No, you are alone, as far as you can see.
I don't like that statement.
You are alone. Or
In this vast white space.
You said it was a room.
It felt like a room.
much more. No.
Sitting in front of a desk with an empty typewriter inside.
Patrick, I'm not touching the damn typewriter.
I know. Yes, Aaron?
Nothing.
What would you like to do?
Is there anything on the desk besides the typewriter? Does the desk have drawers?
What?
Does it have drawers?
Yes.
Is there anything in the drawers?
One of them's locked.
I don't need to open the desk right now. I'm going to try to go back again. Can I try to go back again?
Yes.
Oh.
What was the roll?
It's a 6.
You can't use tokens on use
You
power.
open your eyes. You're still there.
I want to go home.
There's a page in the
wanna go
typewriter.
home. I want to go home.
There's a page in the
isn't-
typewriter.
This is
Mason.
wizard process.
Stop bringing up the typewriter. The typewriter? That's an awful idea. Is there anything behind me?
Do it.
I'm gonna look
No.
around. Is it just a big ass white space?
Yes. Though being in here, everything it feels as if there are things here, but they don't feel real. In a very literal sense, they feel unreal.
Would you say it feels like it's the idea of things?
In a way.
I don't like giving you ammunition. I'm gonna, because it feels cheeky to keep trying to roll leave while you're while the dice are trying to keep me here.
The exit door is glitching.
I'm going to. Is there a visible lock on the one that won't open?
Yes.
Okay. Mason's going to go based off of his knowledge of being, a spy, and look around the desk for a key.
Real skinnier.
Part of me doesn't want to succeed on this roll.
How many XP have you gotten?
This session? Ooh, shit. Right. Right,
Three
right, right.
so far. Or 2 so far.
That's a level up.
3 more.
You should probably write that down.
I mark them.
Oh, perfect. I think you got another one.
Should scan the area.
Yes.
It's a 9.
Okay.
I am going to, for shits and giggles, 1 token to make that a 10.
For shits
You're
and
looking
giggles,
around.
It's a terrible place to do that. For shits and giggles.
You don't see a key exactly. You see the word key on the typewriter. On the page specifically.
I get you. I know what you're doing. No, you don't.
Is the typewriter on the same line?
Yes.
I'm going to hit enter.
In front of you appears a key.
Not
As
a
if out of words.
fan of this.
Zane or your character?
When I say out of words,
Both.
the word key appears in front of you and then turns into a key.
It's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's the concept of a children's show.
Cool.
Words
nice.
make up everything in the world.
Cool.
Super one?
No, different one. It's
Different
like word animals or something like that. I don't know. Like there's a pig in it, and the pig's body is made of the
My
word
favorite
pig.
animals are crackers.
Mason will, because he has no other alternative to. Stop! Was that in your mouth?
It had been.
Oh.
He is going to, because in his mind, he doesn't know how this place works. If someone else manages to come here, they would have the key because it's just sitting there, and they would be able to open the drawer and get whatever's in it. So he's gonna open the drawer with the key.
The drawer. Inside is a stack of pages.
Blank.
No.
A manuscript.
What's it say, Patrick?
Does it say return?
The
by
first
Alan Wake?
page you see reads The Town, Episode 9.
Oh, okay. I don't like that anymore.
That's the first page.
Going to close the drawer and relock it.
Okay.
Going to put the key in front of the typewriter
Uh-huh.
where I found it. Is there anything sharp in my pocket?
That's up to you. What do you have on you?
A bazooka. He's wearing 3 pairs of clothes right now.
Would it be reasonable to say I have a pen on me?
Yes.
Would it be reasonable to say I have whiteout on me?
No.
Got it. That's what I thought.
It's in the locker.
Let's see how far I can
You
push
could
this.
just type in whiteout.
The page.
Yeah, but that's one more thing I
so
have to get rid of.
The page in the typewriter is blank now.
Is the key still there?
Yeah.
No.
I could do something. That's what I was thinking.
You gotta be coherent.
I I need the key to go away.
Go away.
Because I'm not eating the key.
Mason,
Wait, yeah?
you don't feel alone anymore.
It's a 3.
Oh well, all right. On what?
On,
To leave.
yeah.
Oh.
You're like, no, I don't like looking at it.
Can I roll again? I'm just gonna pocket the key
Can
at
I
this
roll?
point.
Okay.
Can I roll again? to
Sure.
leave? There we go. That's an 8.
You're back in the library. You open your eyes and you're back in the library. There's a key in your pocket.
Can I look at the key?
And we're going to shift
Oh.
over to Constance. Constance.
What do you mean given to you by a fish? What's that a reference to?
Don't worry about it. Zax?
Aaron, can you fix that? This is way off to the
Oh well. Okay. Which direction? This way.
that way. Yeah, it was way off. To
That
the,
looks really tough.
yeah, there we go.
You look centered.
Anyway,
Zax?
yes, Constance.
What do you know about the Nexus?
Nexus. Nexus is where all minds connect. Manifest as a long, endless hallway.
How does one get there?
You go into your own mind and you look for the door.
Like I just imagine a door and I walk through it?
Pretty much.
You're asking the wrong man.
All right. What are there any historical records that you have on file about what happens to people who go inside the Nexus?
Unfortunately, that is something Daniel neglected to give me. He did research into the Nexus, but it is not something he researched with me.
Are you able to surmise what his general outlook on it was?
It is
Even
a necessity.
it is a necessity
The Nexus has to be there.
as a sort of it's a universal.
Without the Nexus, there are no minds.
Gotcha. So it's like a framework that all consciousness exists on.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Though only those with mental powers are capable of even finding the door.
I
Unless
see.
they have certain abilities that allow them to see what others cannot.
Okay. Yeah. Is that it? Is that all you got?
That is all I have.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to know what kind of state a person's physical body maintains when they're when they try to and successfully enter the Nexus looks like, do you? Like, the reason why I ask is if I or John were to attempt this, then we need to know that there's a way that we can be forced out of it if for some reason we find ourselves stuck. So I'm thinking that there might be some kind of
The Guardian.
the Guardian.
The Guardian of the Nexus could assist you.
What's the Guardian?
I do not know.
Oh. Are you sure it's a positive guy?
The Guardian's job is to maintain the Nexus and protect it. If you are inside the Nexus and inside someone else's mind, according to the Guardian, you are a parasite, and you must be removed. He will not kill you.
Okay, well,
He will simply
admittedly,
put you back where you belong.
that I guess is a way to get out, but might stop us from getting in the first place.
There are ways around that, but I do not know.
All right, if that fails, if for some reason we're stuck either beyond the power of the Guardian, or he's simply not there, or for some reason there are extenuating circumstances beyond our control. Is the maybe try to develop some kind of mental stimulant that, like basically an equivalent of smelling salts that forces us back to consciousness. Yeah.
It could work, but fortunately, it's not something I am capable of creating. The Nexus is a thing I am incapable of experiencing and understanding.
That's fine. It's just as another attempt of a backup plan for an exit. Just develop, I guess, a wide range of mental stimulants that somebody on the outside can administer to us if we go beyond a proposed time frame, or
I can try.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. So you said only people with mental powers can access this door.
Correct.
All right. Interesting.
Which would be you and Mason.
That would be Mason and I. That's correct. Constance is going to come to the rest of the group. So, admittedly, there's not a lot to be learned about the Nexus, as what Zax has is frustratingly little. However, what we do know is that it can be primarily accessed only by people with mental powers, and it involves finding some kind of door within your own mind that leads into the Nexus. Within the Nexus, there is a guardian whose job it is to prevent you or anybody else from entering someone else's mind. So that might present a problem for us if we're attempting to enter Gearhart's. But it could be a good exit strategy depending on what we're able to figure out while we're in there. Zax also says that there's ways around the Guardian, though doesn't know what they are. I'm having him develop a wide range of mental stimulants if, for whatever reason, the Guardian or whatever other methods we try within the Nexus to get back and out fail. So hopefully we have a myriad of backup plans. I'm thinking of at least trying to find the door into the Nexus to begin with, just to know if I can do it at all. Does anybody have a problem with that? I won't be attempting to enter anybody else's mind, just seeing if I can enter the Nexus to begin with.
Patrick, I'm here currently, correct? I am back from my
Incursion?
Excursion.
excursion.
No, incursion. Because that was all mental.
All in my noggin.
Actually,
It's
it's
all in
been
your
somebody
head.
else's.
Is it?
It is not inside
Where
the
I
book
was.
How do you know?
It's outside my noggin.
Yeah.
It's in an external noggin.
yet. It is the noggin.
Yes, I believe you're still here.
Um,
Not that I'm Patrick, but...
He
He
said yes.
literally
You
went.
gave it
I mean, I'm assuming this is an open channel, correct? It's
Yes.
just, I don't really have any room to speak because I kind of just, not the Nexus, but somewhere else. More so me internalized.
What?
Patrick, is this the thing that if I try to talk about it speeds up?
Or did Connor just mishear it? No, I'm kidding.
It is?
Oh, could he?
So remember when I tried to tell you guys about the one place I went and then everything sped up?
Did that get
Yes.
sped up
Did that
too?
get sped up, Patrick?
No.
Oh, damn.
Same place. Same place. Same thing.
Were you intentionally trying to go there?
Yeah, I got sent there again earlier today, but I'm pretty sure I can't talk about it, but I can try. I went there and there was a dude that looked a whole hell of a lot like me, but like not me, and he looked really angry.
Okay, I guess
Did I get sped up?
do you believe that your experience just now has any foreboding implications about our immediate future?
With the Nexus or the one guy?
About anything?
Nexus, no. One guy, not so sure. He just looked really mad at me.
Like, do we have any reason for concern beyond existential reasons?
Being blown up.
What?
Is there any reason? Are you saying is there any reason?
Is there any reason why what just happened to you should cause us any concern beyond the state of your existence?
I don't think so.
Good. That's what most important. Great. Okay. So, anyway, I am thinking about trying to access the Nexus.
Great idea.
X?
Hmm?
Were
Can
you...
roll a certain
X or both of us?
on.
Oh, on X?
Oh no.
No, that was just Ryan not hearing.
No, that I heard.
Oh,
No, I know.
7.
9.
something's
8.
off. 7. X is acting
Are you waking up?
different.
Were you asleep?
No.
What if you roll?
Person just to decide what my answer would be.
Can I roll a discern intentions on that?
That wasn't a lie. Can I roll vibe check?
You good?
You don't believe she was.
Yes.
No, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. Sorry. You were wondering about the Nexus. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, great.
Should have rolled one eye.
Channel's open and Fonzie isn't responding, so I'm just going to assume that he's either otherwise preoccupied or
I've
doesn't care
got
enough to
3 and
respond.
I need to keep 3 open.
All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna stay where Zax can influence me just in case.
Do you want me to be there too in case shit really goes down?
Might as well just to be safe, I guess. Constance will wait the minute it takes for John to get there, Mason to get there.
Walk, 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 walk,
Um,
walk, walk, walk. It's like the fucking Mr.
Alright.
Krabs walking
Yeah.
down.
I love that you got.
Admittedly,
I'm pretty sure you got
I have
that
no
from
idea
the
what I'm
other
doing.
one.
I have no idea how to do this, but there's a door in my mind somewhere. So,
I've heard meditation helps.
admittedly, I don't know how to meditate. That's
What room are we in?
The lab.
Constance?
yeah,
Is it loud in the lab?
about as loud as any other place.
I can make it a lot quieter.
Good idea.
The lab gets eerily quiet.
Bad idea.
Instead, make it
I
quiet.
can hear my blood flowing.
Do some like quiet, but like some like nice white noise. What's your favorite place in the world?
Zax, are you able to?
I know where you are.
I don't.
Zax, are you able to synthesize adrenaline?
Yes.
Could you make a shot of adrenaline for me? Great.
What a
Get a
surprise.
shot glass.
This isn't, like one of
Take a
those things
swig.
that I have to administer very carefully, right? Because I have no training for that.
No.
Great.
Are you lying to me?
Is there anywhere I need to inject it or?
Yeah.
Where's
All right.
Typically
Admittedly,
thigh.
I think
Got it.
most clearly when I'm high on adrenaline. So.
Oh,
I think most clearly when I'm high. On life.
Yeah.
You said you'd
Constance.
probably put it in your thigh. You immediately forearm.
Oh. Okay.
so
Yeah,
would
that
you have
happened.
done it to your thigh or your forearm?
If Constance had been paying attention, yes.
If Connor had been paying attention. Yes.
Unfortunately, arm it is.
Yeah. It can't be that much worse.
Want to be incredibly
No. Zax didn't recommend putting it in the thigh. You simply asked where do I put it, and Zax went usually in the thigh.
Usually, indeed.
I hope
Higher
it's
chance
so
of
much
breaking
worse.
bones.
That's what happens if you put it in the arm.
I don't know.
All right. Constance
that a-
administers the adrenaline to himself and then closes his eyes.
Make a cognition roll.
All right.
With advantage.
I will take the 10 that I got.
Never mind.
Live a little. See if you get a 12.
13 even.
I mean, you take the highest roll.
I
so you
can't
might
get a
as well.
12. The highest I can get in is 11.
You can get you can get a 12. Tokens.
If I wanted to spend tokens on a
Tokens.
roll that I already succeeded, the most you can succeed.
But you could have succeeded better.
Yeah.
But you could be better.
Anyway,
Isn't that what really
My
matters? Just sitting there, focusing. What does Constance's mind look like?
it doesn't look great, and it never has. As far back as Constance can remember, his life has been a series of either one painful event to the next, or just one acknowledgement of the grim reality that is his life. Part of that torment comes from it being a life of his own choosing to some extent. But there are other factors at play that influence said decisions. So his mind is populated with not so much clear and distinct physical surroundings, but more impressions of moments in places where he felt most emotional. And the emotion that he's felt most of his life has been fear, and followed after that is anger. So, yeah, there are just, at any given moment, the things that flash through Constance's mind are the places and people he's been most afraid of and angry at.
So what does it look like recently?
Recently,
This is a me thing. Personally, I would say Archibald is there.
admittedly, yes. Yes. Yeah, some of Constance's most angered moments has been directed at Archibald, though he's come to view that scenario in a different light. At the time, that's where his anger was directed, but the more time he's spent away from it, the more he's come to understand that, at least on an intuitive level, that his anger was that of so many different things, primarily the overall confusion as to what he was wanting to do. But yeah. So yeah, I think if Constance's mind were to materialize as a physical place, it would look like the bunker. It would look like being contained within the shadow orb. It would look like being trapped inside the tubes inside the bunker. It would look like being confronted by the darkness.
Where he is his most vulnerable. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you open your eyes, and that is what you see. For the rest of you, or at least the one for Mason, it appears as if Constance merely just passed out. In your mind.
I am going to start walking through these spaces, looking initially for some literally glowing door that says exit here, before coming to the conclusion that is remarkably cartoonish and probably not what an actual exit into the Nexus looks like.
Do something really funny right
But then I get more and more distracted by each scene that I come across. And yeah, as I move through the space of the bunker and the tubes, Constance, I find there is a much more different disillusioned perspective experiencing that space out of that time without the emotional high of frustration and fear. And though perhaps no new understanding comes from it, maybe a new perspective does. Not one that is particularly helpful, but I think I feel something different about myself, even though I've always been very, very aware of who I was and how I chose to be. It is a different thing altogether to see it from the outside. And not only that, but aside from the feelings of frustration, but in the scenes of fear, I feel different because I'm out of those situations. And again, this new perspective is given to me where I can sit back and think and see these things again without the fear of knowing what comes next, or not knowing, for that matter, what comes next. And there's a bit of a resolve in still feeling like I made the best choices for me. So Constance, he gets distracted by these thoughts and these feelings, as he explores his own mind, and for a brief time forgets to even look for a door to begin with. And I think one of the final places that he ends up, before remembering what he's here for, is where this all really began for him, which was in the Shadow Orb, when he made a deal to get out of it. Which, admittedly, there's not much to see. It is, in fact, the Shadow Orb, a place of complete and utter darkness. But Constance knows that that's what he's looking at.
And through the darkness, what seemingly near the end, you see a simple white door.
Constance will slowly approach it, very clearly, vividly remembering this was not in the Shadow Orb. If it was, he would have taken it.
Yeah.
Have exit here.
That would be really funny.
No.
No, but he will. Yeah, he'll approach the door and then he'll knock on it. Is there any response?
Huh.
All right. He'll open the door. Does it open in or out?
Out.
Okay.
You open the door. You look through. See a hallway. An endless hallway with cyan-colored walls and white doors. On your door, you see young, Constance, U-1B.
What is the door directly across from mine? I know what it is. Bingus. Jungle Frib. U-1C.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That would be arguably hilarious.
The one across me seems to be
Just a person I don't know.
another Universe 1B door. But not someone you know.
It's another Constance Young from Universe 1B.
Constance old.
Hello?
As your voice echoes through the hall.
There's supposed to be something in here. A guardian?
That would be me. As appearing on the other side of you, you see It appears to be a human man with pale skin and bright blue hair and a beard. He's wearing a simple blue suit jacket with no tie and a key hanging around his neck. Can I
Wow.
help you?
Sorry, I just never really seen anybody that looked quite like that.
I
Try
would
to
not.
hit him As he appears in front of you.
I would not expect to.
No, Constance is not. He's not.
He did not appear in front of him.
Yeah,
So I was expecting someone to appear.
yeah,
Console was distinctly.
Most people don't look like me.
yeah.
Especially not here.
You're the guardian, right?
I would be, yes.
Is that just your name? Yeah, I can't call you anything else.
Most people call me Vortex.
Vortex, it is. All right. Is there any significance to that name?
Nope. As far as I know. It's just the
Interesting.
name I was given.
Okay.
Can I help you,
Well, as you can see, I'm
Mr. Young?
Constance Young. I'm here because I'm going to need to access somebody else's mind for
No.
purposes related to saving a lot of people.
No.
Why not?
Well, many people saved many people, and I have seen every single door across all of the multiverse, which is many, many more people than you could possibly save.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay.
And
Alright.
if I just allowed anybody to go into any door, because of morality, then I would be breaking so many rules, and I would have so much paperwork, and I don't like.
Is that the only consequence? You have to file paperwork?
For me, yes.
What are the other consequences?
Well, you get locked out.
Of,
Possibly your mind.
and that's bad because.
Your mind. You. Right here.
Uh-huh.
Not exactly your room. You. Would be torn to oblivion. For your crimes.
Okay. All right, so we'll drop that idea for the moment. So if I'm not able to access somebody else's mind, do you know of a way that I could extract information from somebody else's mind without necessarily literally opening the door into it?
Do you have a telepath?
No.
Probably not.
Okay. Like there's not some device or
I'm not a person that knows about devices. I know about minds.
Okay. Is it possible that I could put my ear up to the door and hear the information that I want? Why not? Have you ever tried it?
Yes. No.
Are you lying to me?
No. I have no reason to lie. I don't know you.
Certain tensions.
Yeah, why not? 5.
You have no idea.
Right. Could you hand me a napkin,
True.
please?
Okay, right. All right. Let me try and give you some perspective on this.
I'm just.
I take it you understand what specials are, yeah?
What's that?
People with abilities.
Is that what they're calling them now?
Do you have a different name for them?
No, they called them something different the
Yeah,
last time.
admittedly, it's not the most.
Actually, no.
creative.
Wait, I have
name.
heard that term. Once or twice.
Okay, yeah. Admittedly, it's not the most creative term, but yeah, people with, as I understand it, either connections to.
Naturally born connections. Yeah.
Well, admittedly, not naturally. That doesn't seem to be a
No,
necessity.
from what I remember from the last guy who was here. No, to be a special, you have to be born.
Okay, admittedly, as I understand it, there is a distinction between people with powers. There are people who are born with some genetic thing called abilitine, and they exist primarily and exclusively after the end. But then there are people who have artificially created connections that were facilitated either with a deal or by some other means with a force or an entity.
Yeah.
So
That's what I had. The most
anyway,
experience
I
with.
am using the term special to refer to that cat. I'm just asking if you know what people with abilities
Yeah,
are.
I know about that. I've had many.
Great. There's a guy that wants to kill them all.
All of them across all universes.
I wouldn't put it past him if he knew, assuming he knows that there are other universes. I wouldn't put it past his ambitions.
Okay. There are universes that don't have them, right? You know that, right?
No, admittedly, I
They
know.
don't exist in everywhere.
Yeah, admittedly, I know very, very, very little about other universes. I know very little about my own.
We're
1A.
Okay.
Also, I noticed that 1A is, as far as I can tell, 1's the only one with a subcategory of letter.
correct.
Or no, sorry, 1B.
Yeah.
Um,
It was split a while ago into two universes.
does that happen frequently?
No, it hasn't happened since. It never happened before.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway,
I
this guy.
presume you're from Earth.
I am from Earth. Yes, Colorado, and most recently Entity Point.
Why is it always that goddamn town?
Okay, so you are aware of its
I have
significance.
many experiences with people from Entity Point. Not all of them positive.
Yeah. Did you?
Many of them not positive.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not like they were mean to me or
Right.
anything.
Yeah.
They also needed my help before.
And did you help them?
Yeah, mainly because the person that they were running from or trying to defeat was trying to kill their minds from the inside. So I had to remove him
Okay.
in a very literal sense.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that's fair. But anyway, this guy who wants to kill specials. He at the very least wants to kill all the ones in my universe. But again, I wouldn't put it past his ambitions to do the same for every universe he can get his hands on. He strikes me as very Nazi-esque kind of guy.
Let's presume I know what that is. You don't have to explain it. I really don't want you to.
Fascist.
Let's presume I know what that means. I'm not from a universe. I exist here.
Yeah, admittedly, yeah, but I've been homeless most of my life, and I still know, a passing amount of political philosophy.
And that's because you exist. You exist. I exist here. You exist in the real world.
So just okay.
I'm messing with you. I know what that means. I've seen movies.
All right. Anyway, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
It's a very, very bad guy.
Seen movies.
Um,
It's okay. I watched Indiana Jones. You're good.
I know what the Nazis are.
They wanted to steal the Ark of the Covenant.
Aren't those the guys that wanted to live forever or something?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, very, very bad guy. If the best method that we've been able to ascertain to prevent him from doing something so catastrophically bad in the first place is to get the information that we need to stop him before he sets off his very, very literal bomb. And in order to do that,
You need to get into his mind.
yeah, because we can't just really ask him for it, and as I mentioned before, we don't have a telepath.
Okay.
Does that help my case at all?
A little bit.
Enough?
Maybe not enough. I'm going to be very honest with you. I have had to deal with a lot of this kind of crap before. It was a long time ago, but
Yeah.
very similar vibes,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't end well for me.
I mean, you
Oh.
seem fine now.
Yes. I'm not someone who's meant to get attached to people, and I have lost every one I have gotten attached to. So, because of stuff like this,
Hey, whoa.
I'm not. No, listen. I don't want to get attached to you. I don't even like you right now. I just want you to know that the last time I had to get involved in stuff like this went poorly for me.
Yeah, okay.
And if I could, I would avoid doing so.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Not
That
only would I get
Is
punished.
you would get punished. What does that look like? Does your soul get ripped apart?
I'll have one.
Do whatever you have does whatever you have get ripped apart?
I do feel pain, and I get to feel that for a long time.
Okay. Is that it?
And more restrictions, and then my bosses start keeping a closer eye on me.
And that's bad because
I don't like it. Worse stuff for people like you who come to the Nexus. If my bosses are observing everything I do,
can I talk to them?
I wouldn't do that.
I'd like to speak to your manager. No, I don't say that.
I really wouldn't recommend it. They're not the most agreeable,
Okay.
and like half of them are unavailable. To
Right.
talk
All right.
to.
So I want to be very clear on something. Is there actually any like universally bad consequence that happens to the rest of all or any singular universe that is the direct result of me or any other foreign person entering the mind of somebody else?
No.
So
My
the,
job.
so the consequences, to be clear, are visited primarily upon you and the person who does the invading.
Yes. If I do the paperwork.
If you do the paperwork.
Imagine if he doesn't do the paper.
Wait. If you do the paperwork, the punishment happens to both of us?
Yes.
If you don't,
Nothing happens.
Constance's face.
so what stops you from not doing the paperwork?
My obligations.
Him being bored.
I have a very big sense of responsibility. It has worn down because of certain things, but I still have one, and I do have a job to do.
So what about this big hunk of cat?
You're not here.
So, all right. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be very brutally honest in this moment.
Okay. I can handle it. Bring it on.
I'm going to say a lot of bad things about you.
Okay.
It is my expressed and clear motivation to rather unethically acquire information that would not otherwise be given to me for the purposes of saving an unknowable amount of lives. However, you, as the only barrier of access for me doing that, do that purely out of self-preservation and the avoidance of emotional and maybe physical pain.
Yes.
Witches.
Connor, would this be a good time to follow Constance in the Nexus?
You want more of a strategy before you get into Gerhardt's mind. At least a little bit.
Yeah, but
You are
That's what I'm saying.
prioritizing your own mental well-being,
Uh-huh.
emotional well-being, over the literal lives of a countless number of people.
Uh-huh.
You understand this.
Are you aware that I see a countless number of people every single existence?
That's fair. But again, as I understand you and perceive you, you are one being
Yes.
who would not otherwise be permanently adversely affected by the saving of a countless number of people.
Uh-huh.
And you are not willing to put up with, as you have only described it, a temporary amount of pain and discomfort to save them?
You know, when you put it like that, I sound like an asshole.
Because you are. I don't
think anyone's actually ever said that to my face.
I don't mean to diminish the effects of
It's a weird feeling. Is this how Jason feels?
I don't mean to diminish the effects that loss has had on you. But in the face of the actual death of countless number of people, that you can't think those things are worth the same. Actually, not even worth the same. Yours is worth more. You understand how inconceivably selfish that is?
Yes.
How do I exist in this space right now?
Because you are currently...
No. I mean, not like how. I mean, in
That's
what
what you asked.
capacity do I exist right now?
In this space right
Yes.
here. You exist because you are
I'm gonna
alive.
punch him.
Okay!
You just went for the shirt.
11.
He's punching Vortex.
10. No, 11.
It's okay, he got stabbed a few months ago.
A few months.
Within game. Yes.
So Constance does attempt to
Vortex?
punch him.
You do punch him.
Great.
Across the face.
Yeah.
It feels like he's physical being at this point.
That's what Constance was really hoping for. That's what he was asking.
Oh!
I understand that probably doesn't do anything for either of us. in the
You see,
long
he's
run.
like wiping his face and like looking at his hand. There's nothing there. He's like, no blood. That's a win in my book. I got stabbed a few months ago. No. Okay, so he's like, I got stabbed a few months ago. I didn't know I could be stabbed, and I did bleed, and I didn't know I could do that, but I didn't bleed this time, and that is a win.
Mm.
You know, you could do it again.
Are you going to punch me again?
No, I'm not going to punch you again.
It might make you feel better.
No, unfortunately the first time didn't make me feel better. It actually made me feel worse. That's all for me right now.
Good, I have to go deal with things. He slams the door shut.
He said it's Jason.
Do you open the door?
No.
I assume.
Are
The-
you in front
my
of the
door's still in my
door?
mind, right?
Yeah,
I can open it.
technically, yeah. Are you sure you want to do this by yourself?
No, I'm not going to open the door again. But I am going to try and attempt to regain consciousness. Is that something that I can do in the state that I'm in?
He wakes up.
Ugh!
Mason is holding like 2 different smelling salts, like just about to apply them to your face.
2 different smelling salts and a cup of coffee as well.
No, but you were about to pour it on his face.
Oh, hey.
You actually tripped it.
Exit there with a taser.
How's it, it's actually
Wow. All right. Hold on. Yeah. Give me a minute. Gotta let the adrenaline work through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Constance will take a minute. So anyway, yeah, I got into the Nexus, met the Guardian, guy named Vortex. Bright blue hair, white skin. Real piece of work, that guy. Long story short, I don't know if we're I was able to physically punch him.
Oh.
I'll explain why after this. However, he seems relatively adamant about our position, or he seems adamant about not allowing us into Gearhart's mind, because there would be consequences, primarily for him and also for the person who does the invading. Though interestingly, the consequences only happen if he does the corresponding paperwork. If he doesn't do it, the paperwork, nothing happens. And he only does the paperwork because he feels a sense of duty to his job, even though he understands that bad things will happen to him. Also, to paint a clear picture, the consequences that occur to the person who does the invading, he said basically your soul gets ripped apart and you're locked out of your mind. So it's not just like a slap on their hand, like, hey, never do this again. It's like, you're basically dead, right? We get killed.
But
Anyway.
that's only if he does the paperwork.
It's only if he does the paperwork. So, admittedly, perhaps... So, yes, I punched him. I was able to physically interact with him, which suggests that, at least in some capacity, he might be able to be overpowered, though what other supernatural powers he possesses, I don't know. He didn't really showcase any. So, it's worth something...
This is great information. Keep talking.
Gladly. It's worth trying, at the very least, if all else fails. Though admittedly, he seems open to persuasion. I was able to at least point out a few things to him, though I wasn't able to change his convictions ultimately. Though somebody who's better at talking might be able to.
Who will that be?
And certainly somebody more amiable and patient in the face of such assholery.
Who are we thinking here?
You. Like, nobody else here is good at talking.
I believe Mason simply wanted
Fonzie's
to
an
hear you
instigator.
say.
X just doesn't know what language is, and
I mean, if I have to.
Consider punching someone for the second time today.
anyway.
Actually, he did let me in.
He would rather talk things first.
Yeah. So, anyway, point is, ultimately, the objective was successful. I was able to access the Nexus and speak to the guy. Final note, he was distracted by something as I was leaving. I don't know if he is, like, omniscient while he's in there, or he's just aware of everything that's going on, but I don't know if he can be everywhere all at the same time, so it could be as simple as, like both of us enter the Nexus and just start, like, pushing a flower pot off a table.
There
And
were
he's
tables?
No, there weren't tables, nor were there flower pots, but proverbially,
Just
what I
like
mean.
open and
Like,
go.
hey, over here. He can't pay attention to both of us.
So effectively, one goes one way, one goes the other.
Yeah, pretty much. Again, I don't fully understand what he is
But wouldn't
capable
you just
of.
go after the person going for the door?
Maybe.
Did you say Gearhart's name?
I did not say Gerhardt's name.
We both go for separate doors.
Yeah. Admittedly, it is, as has been said, one long hallway. Seemed infinitely long, so I don't even know how close Gearhart's door are to either of ours. And also, there's a door for every person who exists in the multiverse, not just the universe and not just on Earth. So there's probably trillions of them.
That's lowballing it a little, but
Any number beyond 1 million would take more than a lifetime to find if we were to go down the hallway. So it just doesn't matter. So there must be some way of finding doors beyond just walking down the hallway.
I mean, it is like part of the mind. So if you think hard enough,
That
Maybe.
that seems as plausible a theory as anything else. Also, he's dealt with people from Entity Point before as well. People that he's gotten attached to and didn't like losing, which is like one of his primary motivations in not helping anybody at this point.
So if we get really buddy with him,
Apparently he's moldable. Yeah. I don't want to get close to that guy. I don't even want to pretend to get close to that guy. I don't think I can pretend to get close to that guy. Not after punching him. You know, maybe you could have more success in that capacity, but anyway, there are, I think, a variety of things that we could try to attempt to mitigate the problem that is this Vortex guy, let alone the problems we'll face inside Gearhart's mind. Because I don't know what that looks like. I don't
like make a big plan first, or just
Well, I don't think
go
we
in
have
guns
enough
blazing.
information to really make a plan. I think we just keep like multiple ideas as options to decide and use. We might have to be decisive about which one we think is best in the given moment, because after a certain point, I imagine this Vortex guy, he'll be like, we're just gonna keep you guys out.
I say we do the mass chaos plan. Back burner.
I
Save
think
that for last.
I think that is probably most likely to succeed based on my very limited interaction. But yeah, if all else fails, we can both enter the Nexus at the same time. I'll just start, sprinting down a hallway, throwing open random doors, and then maybe I'll tackle him or something. And then you can try and find Gearhart's door.
Isn't like the big issue with that though is if we do that and he does the paperwork, we die.
Only if he does the paperwork.
How are we gonna stop him from doing the paperwork?
You got to convince him to not do the paperwork. Because remember, it's not just our souls on the line when he files that paperwork. He also experiences pain when it's filed. So you just have to be like, I don't want this. You don't want this. Let's just say it never happened. But, a little more eloquently than that. And a little more friendly. This was an open comms, by the way. He's Constance's end.
Oh, wait, aren't you done?
That would have been good to know.
I guess I would have also been on open comms if I heard you coming through my comm. I probably would have said it to open comms.
Archie is on
What?
open comms now.
No, what's so funny?
No, can I have a lollipop?
What's funny? No, say it.
No.
Is it a stand up and go outside joke? You should say it.
How much time do we have?
I should really
before
not.
I should scout things?
Oh shit! I was supposed to go with you to do that.
It's truly up to you.
I mean, we did Shogun's base, morning time?
Yeah.
And by now it's, probably no later than 1. So,
Yeah.
you have,
A few hours.
early afternoon, and then we can decide by evening what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 hours still has not passed yet.
No.
Right. I will continue to wait.
We can skip ahead.
Well, X, do you have any input on any of this?
What exactly constitutes a punishment that would get your soul destroyed?
Invading somebody else's mind. Entering the actual door into somebody else's mind. Which is
So
the
if
very...
your plan is just to assault him, then that wouldn't actually endanger you.
No, so here's the thing. We do need to get into Gearhart's mind.
No, yeah, but both of you would not have to go in, so only one of you would be in danger.
Technically true, yes. But again...
We should make that decision carefully then. I mean, obviously, ideally, we distract him so he never knows you were in there, if that's possible.
Yeah.
But if not, then we convince him not to do the paperwork.
Well, I mean, going off of the thing you said where he got distracted by something, either he's got someone in his ear like we do telling us stuff that's going on, or he vaguely knows everything that happens in there. so he would probably know if we go into a door nonetheless.
And if you aren't able to convince him, and you aren't able to convince him not to do the paperwork, theoretically you could, as long as we use Constance instead of you, theoretically you could change things so Constance never went into the door. Whereas if you went in, we wouldn't be able to change that, right?
Yeah? Let me get this straight. Your proposed idea is we proverbially throw Constance to the wolves and have me drag him back out.
Either through sweet talking this random creature
Vortex.
of the void, or by tricking him into not knowing Constance was in there, or worst case scenario, reversing it, yes.
Hey.
Oh yeah. I'll use the information. So
Yeah, also, yes, if
wait.
had him remember the information he got, post having never gone in,
You could speak.
then
Since all we need is the information,
I forgot you were on Oga.
whenever you need, whenever you use your power, you can allow people to retain their memories, yes?
Yeah.
So if Constance broke in forcefully while you distracted this guardian, he gets the information necessary, and you erase
I'll be right back.
the fact that he got in the first place.
I'd be much more comfortable being the one doing the distracting as opposed to the one breaking into the mind.
the problem with that is Mason can't reverse anything he does. Kind of.
I can change what other people do to change what I do. Technically, I could break into the room and then make it to where he stopped me from breaking into the room,
Yes.
making it where I never got into the room in the first place.
If you're confident that would work, then that's an equally good plan.
It's worked before, but
The reason I would suggest is that Mason seems to have a better understanding of how people's brains work than I would. I wouldn't even begin to know how to navigate somebody else's mind. At the very least, you could at least convince Gearhart that you, I don't know, are just there as a figment of his imagination.
Or
one of the
insanity.
boys, so to speak.
We do have to be worried about if Mason's soul gets destroyed. We don't know if he can unwrite that post that point.
Though admittedly, haven't you expressed that you aren't able to be killed? Am I making that up, Patrick? Do we know that Mason can't be killed?
No. Also,
No,
you
Matt-
don't know if he can be killed.
Patrick has said that he will never give a character
We
immortality,
discussed,
a
but
player
we have
immortality.
No idea if he can be killed or not.
Okay. I don't know why I thought.
The only thing we know is that, technically speaking, if part of the... Do we know it's called the story?
Nope.
Do I know it's called the story?
You might call it that.
If whatever this is I affect involves me, I can't change what I do. My actions, effectively, after I take them, are set in stone unless someone else's actions change.
Can you change what happens to you
I can change the...
as a result of others' actions?
Kind of. I can change the, like, going up to offense, and I can change the results. I can't change my actions. So, for example,
But I mean, it's I guess it's equivalent to changing the fact that somebody shot you with a missile launcher. That happened to you. Can you change that having happened to you? It's equivalently the same effect.
have I already been shot, or did they just fire it? Because if I get hit by a missile launcher, I die.
Yeah, admittedly, that is my concern of this situation. Is by risking a person who can reverse events, it is a little riskier.
I mean, I could, technically speaking, if he says he will do the paperwork, the moment I get in there and get the information, I could just immediately change it.
Assuming he tells you. I mean, you could immediately change it regardless, and just.
Do you
Yeah,
have
but-
to? Do they have to say it? For example, if he decides in his mind that he's going to do the paperwork, could you rewrite it so that he did not decide to do the paperwork? He decided not to do the paperwork.
I would presume that he does not have a mind, being the guardian.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
He also said he didn't have a soul, whatever that means.
So he's not alive.
I am referring to the fact that everything
Uh-oh.
he must have a consciousness.
Regardless, the plan still should work fine as long as Mason isn't killed.
I mean, if we are too concerned with risking Mason, then I can't, like, I think I do agree that Mason is too great of an asset to risk on too many unknowns.
Admittedly, I don't think it's that big of a risk, and I think it'd be fine with whatever you guys wanted to go with. But I would feel more comfortable with Constance being the one going.
Patrick, you
That's
just
fine. I'll
Fine.
resolve to do that.
This is me.
Look on the board. For those of us playing at home, Mason's getting very devious thoughts
Good.
because of the single question he asked that he didn't get a good answer for, but he got a reasonable answer for. Is he alive?
He said he didn't have a soul.
That's valid.
Or mine.
He did say that. I said he doesn't have it. Zach's.
No, in the mind realm, he mentioned that he didn't.
Oh, he did.
How did he not?
He specifically said soul. I don't know if he
Oh.
also said mine, but I do remember soul specifically.
I think mine was implied, but maybe not directly stated.
Anyway, unknowables. Unknowns, more accurately.
I say we just play the ball where it lies, go in, see if we can manage. If not, I make it to where we never went in the first place.
All right. That seems good enough to me. Also, he has bosses. He does have superiors that he answers to, that he files the paperwork for. So it might be worth understanding that even if we go over his head, we might still encounter some resistance from something even greater than him.
Mm.
And there might be even less we can do about that. But again, we have to do this. This is the only way forward that we know.
Zax, do you know who his bosses are? Okay.
No, and he wouldn't tell me and told me that I wouldn't like to meet them.
Meditation time?
No, I think it's before we attempt that. I think
Recon.
you guys should go ahead and go on recon.
Are we ready to do that now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I assume Rogue and Mason would meet up and then go invisibly to try and take a look and see what Pierce's base looks like.
Aaron. My apologies. I can't control how long they take.
It's been almost 2 hours, Andrew.
I can't control how long they
Why does it matter? You
How
live
long has
here.
Archie been in?
You're funny.
About 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Why does
I've
it
been
matter?
on
You
open.
lived
They've
here.
been on open comms, and I have access to open comms now.
Where am I? Because you didn't tell me.
You're outside Pierce's base.
Sweet, I figured I was.
So you two are meeting up and invisibly,
I'm on a nearby building watching.
both of you please roll.
In the area?
9.
7.
Both of you notice that you're right up. They're a big Pierce's base.
I know him.
Oh my gosh, Unk!
Right. It's the guy that kidnapped you.
It's my uncle. And also the guy that kidnapped me.
You are right about that. You are right.
I suppose we could, if he's scoping out the base, we could see what he's here for.
It's a good idea. Patrick, can I roll discern intent? Trying to get my tokens up.
Smart man. But you also succeeded.
Well, yeah, no shit, I succeeded. That's a 14.
What do you...
I have 6 on the dice and I have a +3.
No, I know that. Why'd you roll? No, I know that. I know that. But you rolled discern intention.
Yeah,
On who?
you.
What?
Because you're watching a base secretly.
Yeah.
We want to see why you're there.
Oh my gosh, I wonder why.
To observe the base.
Nothing else?
Because I specifically said I would be doing things like this.
Doesn't matter. It's still a token, baby.
I'm assuming. I want to know if you're willing to take aggressive action towards the base.
Well, I don't know you're there yet.
Nope.
Is he willing to take aggressive action towards the base?
Critter. Sounds like you
Should I roll another discern intent?
You know, I was about to say, you know, it'd be the really easy way to do
Yeah,
that.
Rogue is just letting Mason handle
Influence their actions.
Influence their intent.
Okay. I guess we go to the top of the building. If you're fine with that.
this. I'm following you, man.
All right. Top of the building.
Can he see invisible people?
No.
Why?
He might.
He can sense life.
Can he see dead people?
Depends on if he would tell you. He
We've
knows
been
who they
together
are.
for 30
Yes,
years.
but he knows who they are. And he
Yeah.
knows who would be really funny.
Yeah, but I can also be mad. I don't know.
Stay, man.
So, you two approach. I specifically told him to tell me if someone approaches.
Correct.
Yep, I know. What would you two like to do?
Tap his shoulder.
I'm waiting.
Someone taps your shoulder. Sweet, I take my gun and just...
There's no one there.
No, I'm gonna reach for whatever's right behind me, and he's right there anyway.
You just hear in your head.
Fuck you. Who's this?
Mason.
Sorry. Didn't know it was you. Asshole. Did you hear what I said? Asshole. Is it just you?
Rogue, you can come out of hiding now.
Do you?
Nope.
Alright.
No, but I don't know where she is.
This is correct. He no longer knows where you are. Alright, sorry I pointed a gun at you. I didn't know it was you. Alright?
It was a bad joke anyways. Anything going on?
Been surveying the base, seeing if what all the defenses are, anything outside. Obviously I can't get inside because I can't teleport, but I'll try just seeing what all they got outside.
How fortified is it? What information do you have?
I don't know. Patrick hasn't told me anything. No, you didn't. No, he asked me something very different. He asked me how fortified is the base.
7.
4.
7.
They seem to increase defenses since earlier. You didn't have anything to do with that, did you?
Me specifically?
Were you involved?
Me
I am aware of a certain
specifically?
other base that no longer exists.
I didn't blow it up.
That's not what I asked.
I was there when it blew up. No, actually, I left before it blew up. I did not blow it up.
But you're okay? Is everyone else okay?
Yes.
Did you get anything useful?
Shogun.
What does that mean?
He's my buddy.
What? Excuse me?
He's
Pals.
my buddy,
Homeboys.
pal, friend, home slice.
Is that possible? We didn't think that was possible. What do you mean? If I can ask that. I'm assuming we're all working together now.
Power dampener on him.
Right?
Got
Not
his-
gonna ask, just know you did it successfully.
Got his mind back.
Back?
The suit was controlling him. Mind control.
Oh, that makes sense.
Uh,
That's not surprising.
and
Well, kind of surprising.
the
But not
power
exactly.
dampener made the mind control and his tracking malfunction somehow and stop working.
That's very good. And lucky.
Yeah. Very lucky.
Looks at camera.
And may have talked him into joining our cause. Maybe.
You got Shogun on your side.
On our side.
I did do that. Me, specifically.
You seem very proud about that.
Yeah.
You should be. That sounds incredible. That's very impressive.
I am very impressive.
I do want to know more about that later, but we have much more pressing concerns. Is she here? I'm assuming she's here somewhere.
Bro, are you here?
I'm here. I'll say through Omega, so you can hear me, but
Rogue doesn't make jokes. What's going on here? Ryan.
caution.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Omega. How's it going?
I'm doing fine. How is it going with you?
You know, been better.
That's
Boss is
unfortunate.
really kicking my ass right now.
You don't have a boss.
You alright?
That's a turn of phrase. Yeah, I'm good.
You seem to have dozed off there for a second. Were you talking to her?
Yeah, I don't know where she is. She's still here, distinctly. But here,
He does know I'm on your side, right?
she's touchy.
That's fair. I don't blame her for that. I get it.
But
I'd be
the
touchy
issue
too.
with her is her being here could mean she's on this building, she's on that building, she's on that building, she's on the ground, she's in this building.
Curse,
in
is
that
she on this building? And please answer me this time, and don't be an asshole.
Maybe.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Where?
No. I
Curse, we
don't
talked
want
about
to.
this. Curse, we talked about this. We're in the middle of something, and we can't afford any mess-ups.
You can't afford anything. You don't have any money.
You know
You're
what
a
I mean by
bro.
that, you asshole.
I do. But I have nothing better to do right now.
And?
I don't have legs.
Exactly. So who's the walker?
I could be.
You know, I could also teleport to the bottom of the ocean. What are you gonna do then?
You would drown.
And you know who would also drown?
I can't breathe.
Exactly. We don't want you.
I'm always drowning.
You don't want to test that
My own
theory.
sadness.
You don't want to test that theory. You're never sad. You don't want to test that theory.
I have a meme to show you, Connor.
She's right over there.
You can
Okay,
also
thank you.
see it if you want.
Rogue, is this
move.
necessary?
She doesn't say it.
I'm gonna walk over there.
Are you wanting one?
Is this necessary?
Are you wanting a
She
few?
moved.
She's always
Why?
moving. It's not
I don't
surprising.
know.
You turned
Why are you moving? We're on the same side.
Technically,
need-
she's on the other side right now.
Shut up. We gotta work together if we're gonna get through this.
This guy gets it.
Thank you. Hi. Pleasure to meet you. Zachary Downs. Clark. Middle name.
I don't know why when they said we're talking about drowning curse. This is the first. This image on my phone popped into my mind. Go ahead, Carson. Take a gander.
We do like ganders in this place, don't we?
Anyway,
Yes.
what do you think?
Is there anything important about the base that would drastically change the way we'd approach dealing with it?
The only real difference is it seems to have more men than there were last time.
Okay, and we have more people too, and more, incompetent people, so
Have you-
probably not a problem.
Have you guys found any way around that dampener thing?
That means no.
Is that a yes or a maybe? I didn't ask you. I know that wasn't him, but I'm taking it as him anyway.
That was him.
Oh, goody.
Maybe.
I'm looking over,
Yes,
knowing
it's
you're not
hard.
there.
It's really difficult. Yeah.
It would be useful for me to get one of those, if possible. Because I can teleport.
Do you have a way to help without teleporting? That's allowed.
Yes, he's right here. And also I have a gun.
Great. I think we have more
So
than
do
enough manpower to deal with this base. If you're willing to help, we would take it, but we're probably going to deal with it.
I was just
I'm
gonna...
good at seeing things.
He-
Others can.
You're also very good at making things not be seen.
I am.
Yes, he is.
So you like glasses?
Who are you talking
Oh,
to?
damn right. I didn't hear that.
He does have a fun little thing, but
That would be a funny joke if I could
you'll
hear
see
it.
that shortly.
Shortly?
Shortly.
Great.
Shortly?
Why are you popping your knuckles?
'Cause
Don't
it's
do
cool.
that.
I don't
Given
know.
that
You're a
nothing
50-year-old
I'm a
man.
50-year-old man who got stunted.
given that nothing has substantially changed here, we'll probably attack the base in 3 or 4 hours.
Perfect. I've got nothing going on. I've just been investigating the recent other outposts nearby.
Is there anything that's substantially changed anywhere at the others?
They've started gathering specials,
Okay,
and they're taking
Rounding them up.
rounding them up and taking them to Gearhart.
that's good to know.
And also not bad to know, bad.
Yeah,
But I can't take them all myself. I would if I could.
I'm going to use comms to call back to the base. Constance, can you have Zax try and create another power dampener just in case?
Yeah, no worries.
I was seeing if you had anything. And you were busy.
Yeah,
I have
Coca-Cola.
a knife.
I've got it going.
Don't even like look at them.
Right.
He just looks off the sauce.
Yeah.
The
All right.
spice.
The sauce?
Goodbye.
I meant like the seasoning. It's under the sauce.
Rogue's just leaving.
Okay. Is she gone yet? Hello.
I'm leaving.
Yes.
Thank you.
Old person.
Can you be better?
At least give him one or
I could.
That's not a joke. It's a sincere. We need to be more cautious.
He, would- yeah.
I'm
Please.
very confident.
He didn't bring his own bowl over, so I figured I'd give you extra.
I unmuted you for that.
Yeah, he did.
I muted you because you were opening a very loud bag, and then you proceed to say that.
There.
Right.
Jesus.
So we head back to the base.
Am I allowed to come with, or
I didn't take you with me.
that's why I'm turning to him, who's still here. You're unmuted, sir.
Yeah, I know.
What are you looking for?
He's right here.
What are
I
you-
know which ones are which. This isn't your
Which
job.
one's me? Okay. You said I unmuted you
The
for
last
this,
one.
and then I looked up, and then Ryan's was muted.
Yes, because he left.
I did leave.
But now it's unmuted.
Gotcha. What was distinctly said to me that I need to respond to?
Am I going with or no?
To the base? That is not my decision.
Whose is it? Is it what's his name? Alfonso?
Yeah, I don't know if he'll respond right now.
Does he look like he can respond?
Give him a response, Patrick.
Does he look like he can respond?
Alfonso?
I don't see him.
I can call it.
I don't think there's any reason to take him with us.
I mean,
You will be back
we will be back. Well,
We'll be back.
in a few hours.
All right, Arnold.
I'm not sure
We'll
if
be back.
I'll be back, but some of us will be back.
Are you not joining this mission?
I've got something else I have to do. I don't know how long it will take.
Is it important?
Oh, yeah.
Like what? What do you mean? If you can ask. I have experience with some of these things. I've been dealing with things like this since the late 80s.
God, you're old.
1987.
God,
When everything went. I am like 50. I am like 49.
48.
I was checking how old Mason was again.
32. It
I
says
know.
right there.
I remembered how old he was. I was just checking to make sure if I could make the joke still and not
Oh
feel
my
bad.
gosh.
What?
That was a millennial.
Me?
No.
Mason!
Mason is a millennial.
Yeah.
I'm also. What
I
am
don't remember when the cutoff for millennial and Gen X is.
People who are 30 now, 30 into the early 40s are
Gosh.
like the elder millennials.
And I'm
Freak.
freak.
Lol.
Yeah, I know.
We'll probably hold off on the actual
Yeah.
this is comms.
Yeah. Which I
Uh,
can't hear.
on the actual we'll probably hold off on the actual mission in the Nexus till after this is over. No reason to pull you and Constance out of this.
I did ask him that what it was though. I still asked. It said I have some
That would
experience. I could probably I might be able to have help with that, with whatever it is, if you're willing to tell me.
We're trying to get information out of the Nexus.
I have not heard that in a very long time. You remember? You weren't there actually. You
No,
looked in
I
there
don't.
somewhere. I actually went in there once because of someone else.
I didn't.
This guy, I think his name was John Madison. Madison. He stole me and my friends, James, a couple other people.
I've heard that name before.
James?
Yeah.
James Francisco?
No, just James.
Was it in reference to some past thing?
Actually, wait. I just.
James? I think I've heard that name from 3 other people.
James Sunderland.
I don't know.
James Franco.
It's a familiar sounding name. Could be
Yeah,
anyone.
myself, my friends,
Known to man.
at the time, it was me, James, Weston, and
That's a name I know.
Hmm?
It's Weston.
that's...
You told us you were the clone.
Yeah.
We also know old,
You're not there.
I
No, I know.
we also know old.
As
dude.
Lizzie Hayes. We were. I guess I said Hayes.
You know a Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Nolan.
no relation.
No relation.
Totally. Names have no meaning.
I was
Um,
Lizzie. No.
We got pulled into this Nexus thing. Well, not exactly. He kind of trapped us in our own heads. With
The
horror.
big guy's on the move.
I totally didn't just watch this episode today.
The big guy's on the move.
Did you hear what I
Where's
said?
this going? Where's he going?
You don't hear that.
No. Oh, you're talking to me?
Oh.
Yes.
I thought
Oh,
you were
sorry.
telling
You
us
didn't
that
look
we
at me. I
saw
thought you
him
looked at
on
her.
the move.
I did. I did
Him.
in fact look at you.
Sorry. What? I didn't see that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Say
You're a
again?
woman now.
Yeah.
The big guy's on the move.
What? Where?
And you look over and you see Pierce alone walking down the street.
That's not concerning.
Hmm.
Take the shot.
I have experience with the Nexus and might be able to help.
He
He's
doesn't have
moving.
that kind of. You can't hear him.
Shut up.
His gun's not that big.
Take the shot.
The guy doesn't go that far.
You need to.
Plus, he
do
probably
the
has some
thing.
defenses.
My
You're
gun's
not there
quite
anymore.
large.
Okay, do the thing.
Yeah.
Easy contact.
How far do you think I fits into tracker?
No,
Hmm?
not that far.
How close do I have to be? How close do I have to be?
You can't just bend it. You have to put it on him.
I know. You can hide me,
I can't.
but you also need to tell me where to go.
That's true.
All right.
You see Zach.
Give me plenty more room for sitting on toilets.
You see Zach put his helmet up
Hmm?
with. You see Zach put a helmet on.
It's bigger. I got
Mason.
cushion. Yeah.
You see Zach.
Describing it to you.
Yep. You see Zach put a helmet on, and then with like he has the visor. You see the visor close. Where do I go?
And Zach disappears.
Oh.
Where do I go?
Don't jump. You'll break your legs.
Figured. Where are the stairs? Or ladder?
It's right over there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, in this area.
You know you shouldn't trick me during this.
I know.
I said don't trick me!
Don't sit there. No, it's good. Never.
Fuck you. They've probably gotten he's probably gotten used to doing this by now.
Zach, you make your way
Mm-hmm.
through Curse's descriptions
Mm-hmm.
of where Pierce is. You eventually make it to Pierce, and he's walking. He's walking. He's walking a little more. He's walking. He's still walking.
Patrick, I quickly just and I'm assuming Curse tells me exactly where he
Right
is.
there. Right there.
As light
He's
like
walking again.
okay.
He's still
and
walking.
as I turn around and where's the building?
It's like a straight line from where you are.
There's a car. There's a car. There's a car.
Car.
I really want there to be, and
car.
Zach should just do like the hood slide over it. You know what I mean?
Blindfolded.
Yeah.
Car.
What the fuck?
I said there was a car.
I understand that. I thought I could get the hood.
They thought they hit a really big bug.
You know, they think they hit an animal.
It dented their car. Damn, you're fat.
It's not fat. It's the suit.
Uh-huh.
As I get back onto the building,
He reappears.
You just get hit by that car?
yes, I did. No, I hit the car.
It was really funny.
I know. So you just see a car just.
It was Hal. It was Hal's car.
Anyway,
You got it back?
I have now
No.
put a tracker on Pierce,
You
so
got
we'll
a
be
new
able to
one.
see where he's going.
Station wagon.
Oh, convenient.
So you, do you want me to explain what just happened?
No.
Because I can. Or do you want me to do that with the group? Because, see what we all can do.
Probably be easier with the
Am I going back to the base or not?
Rogue.
What?
Who has no idea what just happened?
Is it going back to the base or not?
I don't see any reason to take him with us.
She has more. Well, yeah, she has more sway over Alfonso than I do.
Alfonso does not care for you. I can't explain it if you need me to.
Alfonso calls him his best friend. Are you sure?
Yes, I am positive. 100%.
Yeah, you're right.
When has Alfonso called him?
Several times, actually.
Okay, yeah, good point.
I can explain it to you, and you can explain it if you want to. Or I can explain later when we all come together. Get there.
I say it'd be more convenient if it was when everyone was here. That way we could just do like a
You got
quick
it.
little trade of information.
I'll see where he's going.
You know,
Archibald,
Be safe.
I exist.
what are you doing?
I'm rolling invention.
Proceed.
Yep.
President Boyle, perhaps.
All right.
I'll do the whole bit. I'll do the whole bit.
And-
I'm so proud. of
okay, so I got a 9 that I'm spending a token on for a 10,
you. Okay.
and I got a numbers an 11.
Yeah. All right.
So
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yep. And that's for the tactical suit and the shield.
All right. Perfect. Zane did the whole bit.
That would have been so much funnier if you guys were outside.
Yeah.
Said to
Do the bit.
he asked and was like, "So, what's Archie doing?" And I jokingly said, "I goes President Boyle, perhaps." He was like, "Do the whole bit." So I walked outside, stood on the porch, did this, and I was like, "President Boyle, perhaps." And then came back.
You are in your portable lab with Zax and Alan.
All right. Wonderful.
Do you think my mom will show up if they know what's going on? I didn't think so, but he seemed pretty confident.
Something tells me that your mother is, well, from someone who has worked with her, she doesn't exactly express her emotions. It's-
Yeah.
The UEG isn't a safe environment for that. If they know
No.
you care about, if they know
It
she
is
cares
not.
about you, you're in danger. Yes? It's gonna go open up.
You see Pierce standing there. His
Yes.
hand is a gun, and it's currently pointed at your face.
My
Boom.
currently armored
You're dead.
face.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah. Archie.
All right.
Come outside now.
Why?
You see him hold out a small EMP. Do it or you're a robot. Your whole lab turns off. Now.
Hmm.
Not joking.
All right.
You walk outside?
Yep.
He presses a button and tosses it inside.
Hmm.
And that shuts down everything inside your lab, including Zach's. And now Alan is trapped inside.
It's an EMP.
Yes.
Does that work on powered tech?
It's not that kind of radius. It basically sends a wave throughout the lab. Which includes shutting the lab down
Yep.
as the lab begins to fall apart. You hear what happened to Shogun's base?
Now, one moment. I have a security detail currently around me. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Perfect. So I know he's there.
Pierce has authority over them.
Yep. All right.
He made them leave.
I know he's here.
Yes. You hear what happened to Shogun's base?
Yes.
We go involves.
Gearhart told me. I was inside Gearhart's facility the whole time.
Uh-huh.
You know I cannot have been involved.
I know.
And yet
But if
you
you
want an
say you
excuse,
do the-
don't you?
If you say you do, that makes this a lot more official.
Hmm.
Personally, I don't give a fuck.
Now, I have one thing to say to you, and hear me out on this. As a certain cube appears in his hand, and someone's power gets shut off.
What?
So, he's gonna tap a little button on his hand, and in my hand appears a cube. A little cube that he presses a button on, which has a power dampener. It's a power dampener. The power dampener, you know, that dampens powers.
All right. Since you're doing
Specifically
that,
to
that means you
dampen
can't
his
dodge.
powers. That's correct, yes.
As he immediately pulls out a large combat knife and stabs you in the gut.
For how many damage?
7.
How much damage does your armor do?
It's 2 harm
-1.
powered.
It is a powered knife.
The knife actually heals you.
Yes, but it would have to be powered and ignore armor in order to penetrate my armor.
You don't take any damage, but it does stab through your armor.
I wouldn't recommend making any more
As his
unwise
hand
moves.
reappears after you had activated that power dampener. You think I care right now? I've been letting this go on for too long.
Letting it.
Yeah.
You think you can control Gearhart?
Oh, I don't give a shit what Gerard does. But you know what I can't do?
All you care about is revenge.
Yeah. What else should I care about?
Yeah, heard it before.
You know what I can do?
What would that be?
You see him pull out, or pull his wrist up to his mouth.
I'm gonna
Fire
slam.
on
I'm
Archibald.
gonna crush that before he can. Can I roll swift to break that before
You
he
can roll
can
swift
issue a command?
to see if you can react.
Okay. All right. Well. So
He's more durable than you.
so that is a 6. If I spend a token to make it a 7, will that be enough?
You won't. You would still. You wouldn't be able to break it.
But could I stop him? Could I get it away from his mouth?
So,
So they
you grab
couldn't-
his wrist and pull it away.
Yeah,
As he
basically
immediately
interrupting him.
tries stabbing you in the neck.
All right.
You chose to bring his wrist away from his
Yep.
face. Please roll, Aaron.
You could just teleport.
No, I can't.
The assurance has.
Oh,
What am I
Teleportation
rolling
wards as
again?
well.
You're rolling.
I thought it was because you were in the
Attack from
Nope.
Oh, perfect.
No, that's communication only.
It's a 0, but I do have 3 tokens.
You shut down
What
one
did
of my
you
more
roll?
potent
A
abilities.
6, but I have 3 tokens.
So you need to spend 1.
Yes.
If you can get to the UEG bases, they'll probably
Um,
thank you.
My gun. Does my gun have multiple settings? This makes sense because I've been following Pierce. Does my gun have multiple
I
settings?
don't think so.
Well, I've had it for 30. I've not had it for 30 years, but it's been 30 years.
Yeah.
Would it be okay if I had multiple settings?
Sure.
Can I have a stun setting?
Sure.
Perfect. I only need to spend 1
Uh-huh.
to make it a success.
Correct.
Is that okay? Does that work?
Yes. It may not stun him.
That's fine. I can fire again.
Yes. But unfortunately, you do reappear.
That's fine.
As you have never seen this
I'm going to
man
be right
before.
behind him, by the way.
Yes.
Right, like just right there. Right as he's about to try and stab him.
Ah! Yes. 5 stealth soldiers appear
Of course.
around you.
This makes sense.
You have chosen to do that.
Yes.
All of them are firing upon you.
That's fine. I close my eyes.
Roll use power.
Oh no. Oh no. Can I use 2 tokens? Or 1 token?
Not for this.
Why not? It's use power.
Because technically, you're not the one using power here.
You're right. Does that mean he gets a plus that I don't?
Yes.
What is it?
I won't tell you. You don't
7.
know.
Okay.
-6.
I got 6 on the dice.
Okay. You close your eyes. Archibald,
Yeah.
whoever this man is disappeared.
Your savior is gone.
Xavier is gone, and there are now 5
Well, he tried.
I'm still
invisible
here.
soldiers
I'm still here.
that had just fired at that man's position,
Correct.
which is currently at Pierce. But
Yes.
it would have been at Pierce if he had not shot him in the back of the head.
It
with
doesn't
his
matter.
gun, which knocked him over.
Yeah, I
So
know.
they're all
Archie
firing
is
at
currently
your
holding
position.
his arm.
Yes, they still
fine.
knocked him over.
So are they firing
Yup.
at each other?
Yup.
Yeah.
Firing at him.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. I would like to
I need you to roll dodge. Right now.
Question.
counterpoint.
Yes.
I just finished up with a device
You did.
that is specifically designed to help with situations like this.
Real swift.
Called the
I would-
Question.
Jungle Fibber.
I believe I figured out or was told that they had things that protected them from the power dampener.
They do.
Would I be able to find a way to get it off of Pierce and put it on myself?
Oh, you're not there right now.
Oh, I know. You know what I mean? Can I
You would see the bracelet on his wrist.
not
He
see?
cannot see anything right now.
No.
His eyes
You
are
would
closed.
have.
Yes, I would have seen it.
You would have. Yeah.
Would I? Can he help me figure out how to take it off?
Possibly.
Okay,
You've known that the bracelet was what was.
No.
Yeah, that's what I.
that's fair.
You don't know what it is.
I just know something is.
And he's probably wearing more than just a bracelet.
He is.
I will. I know.
He's
I'm
wearing
just
a lot
trying
of
to.
things right now.
I'm aware. I'm just trying to see if I could find a way to get whatever is doing that onto me, so I can teleport
Archibald?
us out of here.
Would you like to inform the group?
I didn't. Oh, that's not a thing to do right now. That's
just
after
asking.
I finish getting attacked.
I'm just asking.
This is specific.
So please roll swift.
I will inform them. I got
Oh.
10.
Okay.
In this situation,
As your jet
he's
boots
innocent.
immediately take off, flying you through the air, holding on to. I
Oh, I was
Away
referring
we
to my
go.
shield generator, but that'll work
thought
too.
you said the thing you
Jet
just
boots,
made.
jet boots.
Okay, yeah.
But jet
I
boots are
guess you're right,
cooler.
That would be first.
But
In
jet
which
boots
case,
are cooler.
Do your shield generator instead, because that's what you were wanting to do.
But jet boots.
Force
I want
field.
jet boots.
Yep.
We
How
want
much
jet
health
boots.
does it have?
How many charges does it have?
A charge takes time to use.
No, I mean, no. With this one, the health is equivalent to the number of charges.
Oh, okay. So it can deal with most of them, but one of them gets through, shooting you.
All right.
You take 2 points of damage.
All right.
Do I have armor?
I
thought
assume
I
that's
did.
accounting for. My...
I do have armor, but
Because they were firing at you with very strong weapons.
Basically, how much health does the shield have? Or are you just gonna figure that out later?
I'll figure
Negative.
it out.
Okay.
My brain said 12.
12?
Yeah.
All right. Subject changed by Patrick.
Yes. So, the shield generator is now gone. Your temporary lab is falling apart, and you have Pierce. For now,
Rocket boots.
it is effectively his turn. By the way,
Rocket boots.
Bucket roots.
I do like
Not
bucket.
his agents' turns, though.
no.
They just had theirs.
I would
Yes, they did.
suggest you stand down while we figure out
Which
who
means
that
Pierce,
was.
me, him, and then the guy.
I don't fucking care.
I don't have rocket boots.
As he pulls out a grenade.
All right. You make a very good, compelling argument with those jet boots. Are you trying to take me down with you?
Oh, I won't die for this.
Even if your power isn't working?
I'm more adorable.
I can take it.
Man, it's crazy.
This man is crazy.
I
Yes.
can take it. He says his heart is pierced by 7 different fragments.
Pierce, Pierce.
Pierce.
Buddy.
My gun specifically
Do
does
you know
not
what
go
they
that
call
far.
me?
It is classified as close.
When I was in your experimentations,
Hmm?
and I was being
Mhm.
tested on like an animal.
What did they call him?
Fingers
Warzone.
jungle.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
Warzone. You want me to live up to my name?
Hmm.
He's using his turn to talk. I'm kidding.
No.
And not his
He is going to destroy the power dampener.
Ah, I see.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is gonna try.
Yes,
And he sure is gonna succeed.
he is. Unless you try and do something. No, wait. You did your thing, which was the shield generator.
I had a surprise round.
Yep.
You had a surprise round.
Do I get to do something?
No, you're not there right now.
Yes,
Your
I
eyes are
am.
closed.
Yeah, but he can tell me what's going on.
That's not how this works. That's when.
No, you're not.
I'm there.
Yeah. No, you're not.
I'm
But I could
close.
be.
If he says something,
Now
Zach,
that I have a teleporter.
so he's going to say into the comms, Zach, some help could be advisable. On the open comms, he said Zach's just so for Pierce's benefit.
Yeah. So he stabs the power dampener.
Yeah.
His hand immediately shifts into a rocket launcher, which he's pointing directly at your face.
Sweet,
Now,
that's his
first,
turn.
He's gonna have to load that though because he can't form ammunition.
You're right. He his other hand turns into
Correct.
a rocket.
Is that an accurate assessment, or can he
It
auto load it?
It
with
takes a
the
lot of
ammunition he has?
energy.
Okay,
that's
so
his
he
When he
next-
first shifts, it has ammunition. But after that point, he
It
will
is
have to
also
shift again.
not his turn.
You gotta eat.
Okay.
No, it's not his turn.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Yes, it is. Sweet. Oh no.
We should leave now, please.
We gotta get him out of here.
I don't know this man, and I don't care.
I do. We're getting him out of here. Tell me what to do.
His hand turned into a rocket launcher, Zach.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't.
Do you have your sand?
It's not working right now.
Could it?
I don't know why it's not working.
Zach, is there a
What's-
teleporter in here?
Keeping it from power.
Yes, but it wouldn't work.
What's the closest you could teleport me to?
Where am I right now?
You were about halfway back.
He's not.
He's about a third of the way back.
Yeah, but she'll get there close faster than he can.
Okay.
Right?
Archibald is having issues.
What's the?
Do I know you were at Devil Rock?
He's not at Devil Rock.
That's where he
Yes,
said
he
his
is.
base.
Oh yeah, never mind.
What's the closest you could get me?
He would have probably informed you guys of his location.
I could possibly get you close
How close?
enough.
Do it.
As Constance disappears,
You should broadcast my position to the others as well.
he'll
Curse.
inform you.
Curse, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you remember when we tried that thing where I cut the pillow in half?
Yes.
Can we Can I try that on his arm?
Sorry,
Maybe.
rocket launcher.
That's not the point.
Some rocket launchers are the same thing.
It's all about perspective.
Enough.
I'm gonna open one eye. and do this, covering his hand with my eye.
Okay,
power.
Phantom of the Opera.
Can I use 2 tokens?
How many tokens do you have?
You have 3.
No, I have. I
I want you
haven't
to
marked. it.
know this is not your power. He
Yeah,
does not have tokens.
you're right. Can I know what his plus is?
No.
Okay. I got the exact same number set,
It's on the die.
which made last time it was a success.
No.
Just
This will be good and bad
correct.
for both of you.
Uh-huh.
As you see this man
Now, it's not permanent.
reappear as you watch as he stares at Pierce's arm that is turned to a rocket launcher and it immediately snaps off.
That's not what's supposed to happen.
And the rocket launcher falls to the ground
Uh-huh.
And fires?
and explodes.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Isn't it?
No.
It's live ammunition.
It's because of the dampener,
The
isn't it?
last thing
Like a
Damn
concert
it.
with a rocket is
Drop it.
So,
Uh-huh.
You missed my.
everybody roll dodge. That is there.
Okay.
Am I
Can
close
I-
enough to be there?
No.
Okay.
Not for
Okay.
that.
I was gonna
Alright.
say I feel like I'm
Not rocket close.
So is my dodge effectively just closing my eyes?
unless it's a big rocket.
Okay.
And my dodge is activating my jet boots.
Shoots off at you.
You're not going to be able to
Do I have
get,
enough iframes?
get
I
away
roll?
with your jet.
I know.
You could-
Spawning into you right
You've used
Hey,
all of your shield charges.
Patrick.
Yep.
It's just reducing the damage. Yes.
Can we use like comms to talk to Zax?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay. Cool. Hey Zax.
Yes.
I just have a quick question for myself. When I was in the library, did I disappear for a brief time, or was I still there the whole time?
You were not there.
Cool, got it.
Uh-huh. And did that pause time or?
No, I've got a different idea.
Oh goody. I didn't use tokens because I don't use tokens for him.
There you go.
Alright.
I have a +2 in dodge.
Okay. That's -1 damage.
Okay.
Oh, from a rocket launcher? That's amazing. Sweet. I got a 7.
That's okay.
That's -1 damage.
Yay! I have armor.
I know.
It's not powered.
It came from a power.
Damn
That's
it.
technically how it works.
Fuck.
I'm fine.
-1 damage. How much damage? So I closed
How
my
much health
eyes.
do you have? How much health do you have?
Max.
I currently have 7 health.
Holy shit, why?
He took 1 damage. Earlier.
No, I took 2 damage.
Two
earlier.
damage.
Oh, right.
He has a.
He has 1
I
armor.
have
Oh.
extra health.
Yeah, he has an extra health. I have full health.
He's not taking 7 harm.
You both take 4.
Great.
I figured that out.
Fun. Fantastic.
Oh, I see.
I am not
As you
unstable.
are flung back. Flung back.
You know who's also
How
right there and
against
unprotected?
4.
Pierce.
Bingus Jungle Fruit.
He is protected.
That doesn't count.
It's reduced by 3.
Patrick, I'm texting you something.
I know.
So it's reduced by 3. So I take 1
I am helping.
because dodge
I
and 2
probably will
armor.
get there about
Power.
the fight ends.
Oh,
I
that
am
was the
helping.
reduced. Yes, if you did not have armor, you would have taken 7 harm.
That'd be bad.
It would be bad.
Man.
He wouldn't die.
All right.
Technically,
I am
Pretty good,
unstable.
though.
He would be
I am not.
near death. And if he had taken any more damage, because here's the thing, if he had taken 8 damage, he would have died.
I am helping.
In case it was unclear, I am going to Devil's Rock.
I know.
I'm going to Rebel
So,
Dog.
so
What the hell you mean?
can I do that how I want to?
He has no idea I'm the one
Maybe.
doing this. This is
Maybe.
great. I'll be honest. This probably might have been
So
worse.
you have appeared on the rock.
He would have used the rocket launcher. I'll be honest.
How
Okay, so how
How
far
tall
away
is
am
it?
I from?
How tall?
That
is
wasn't the intention, but it worked out.
It's gonna be like 20 feet tall.
How far away am I from the
He could
fight?
take it.
You can see it.
Is he unconscious?
Um,
Yeah, he's now unstable.
Doesn't make him unconscious.
Yeah, but plot
I'm gonna
reasons.
leap from the rock onto the closest one of those soldiers.
You gonna do probability?
No, actually, no, I'm not.
Am I just sprawled over? Am I just like?
Yes. As Pierce was
Why can't I close
against
my
the rock.
eyes fast enough? That's a 13th of a second.
as his body is covered in burns.
Would this count
What?
as attack from
No way.
Great.
Curse, that is not how that works.
Cognition, right?
For what?
To go there.
Normally, it would have just the arm just wouldn't be
You didn't roll
there.
cognition to go there.
What did I roll?
Which
to
is,
do?
a preferable option.
Cognition was for the energy things.
Playing with powers.
Right.
I didn't know what
right.
happened with the projector on.
Yeah.
Should I wait a bit to roll again?
Are you heading there, Toll?
Well, it depends.
Oh, on what you're about to do?
Can't roll again.
You waited like 4 seconds.
He
said wait.
Me
He
time
said
is
wait.
A decent amount of in-game time. If it works and Patrick lets me do it, it'd be pretty cool.
Well,
I think this is a pretty good. Pierce technically isn't as dangerous as Shogun, but there's two main differences.
He's just insane.
He is insane and has one goal:
and more
kill Archibald.
he also has a lot of people with him.
6 arms.
Which
Which
are-
guy.
Oh, he's
As-
dead.
Yeah.
I wanna
as
point
Constance
out-
literally.
One thing:
Yeah.
rocket launchers do big explosions.
I'm aware.
Five Guys. I went to Five Guys earlier. It's pretty nice.
Yes. No. Maybe.
Here, roll again. Roll again. Roll again.
It's on up.
These are
And I
the
took
5
it.
guys.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
9.
Where's the burgers?
Mason
Oh,
finds himself in a white space
Okay.
with a typewriter with a blank page in front of you.
I'm gonna try to leave.
Okay.
Why did you go there?
Are you sure you can leave again?
What was the
I
point
think
of
his
this?
goal is to try and leave somewhere else.
Oh, he's trying to teleport? He's abusing his power again?
This is never.
We
He's
love-
not breaking time. This time he's breaking
creative
space.
Oh, that's not better.
It is.
Distinctly speaking, when I used it the first time, I just disappeared. And the only reason I came back in the same room is because that's where I thought I was going to be anyways.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if I think I appear somewhere else if I can.
Yeah, this is the right time to do
Roll, story boy.
it. Roll, Mr. Wake.
Roll a book, nerd.
Book nerd. Sir, what are you doing?
Should I read it on the ground?
No.
So roll just this one or both?
Yes.
Yes.
Just this one?
If you get a 1.
It's a 1,
If you get a 1.
3.
It's a 9.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, no.
Where would you like to appear?
Devil's Rock?
You appear on the rock.
On the rock.
You're inside the rock.
Right where
Doing
Constance left from.
So you just appear as Constance
Did
leaves.
simply say Devil's Rock.
You did say that.
You know what I meant.
Man, this
You're
This is a monkey.
you're getting
This is
away
a genie. You gotta be
with a lot from a
specific.
genie wish right now.
I am.
Not a genius.
He could have put you inside of the rock and you would be dead.
So, you'll get there eventually.
I will.
Everyone
This might be done by the time you get there, but you will get there.
He did say that's what would be the case.
But it is now the men's turn.
Oh my god.
There was an explosion.
Yes.
Ow.
Ow.
What happened to the other guards?
They have more armor than Pierce does.
That's fair. It's what
also-
armor?
Disappeared.
Mm. Yeah, it
Mm.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And soon they won't be disappeared.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Please roll dodge.
I can't see them.
I know.
All
Roll
right.
dodge.
Dive, dive,
Did he
dive,
stutter? Die?
dive.
Oh, I
Uh,
thought you were going.
hey.
Die.
Minus
Not
1 day.
Reaper.
What?
Not Reaper.
As you take 3 harm.
I do have 2 armor.
The song.
1 harm.
Hey, where'd my pen? You whore.
You're right. But you shouldn't call your uncle
Take
a
1
whore.
harm as one appears
It's weird.
off next to Devil's Rock and fires at you. This beam of energy.
Booah.
Blah.
Me watching.
Nice. Fuck that guy. I'm gonna kill him.
Another one appears above you.
Sweet.
Fires.
Great.
You cannot dodge.
How are my eyes not closed? It's not on purpose. Never mind. It has to be on purpose.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You do have armor.
Every time you blink.
Therefore, you take
It's
1
literally
harm.
just the word itself.
Sweet. I am now unstable.
What?
Is it not a powered weapon?
Not technically. It's just a beam of energy.
Oh,
I am now unstable.
You are.
Yay.
Quite literally a plasma rifle.
Those are the only 2 that fire, though.
Mm.
As now,
It's
your turn.
This guy and 2 more guys are gonna hit you back.
I'm so happy that Pierce was more dangerous than Shogun.
Yeah, because this boy was there.
Shogun is really good at killing one guy. Pierce, on the other hand,
Pierce has got some
is
guy.
very bad at killing one guy.
And also bad at killing a lot of other people.
But he's really good at damaging a lot.
Agreed.
What would you like to do, Archie?
All right. Well,
Oh.
no, should not do that.
No,
That's not.
I don't know what you're planning on doing, but don't do it.
Remember gold? Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Good.
Should not. Will not. Am not.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Archie's not a fighter.
Not without a lot
Oh.
of gadgets.
All right. So armor
Ball.
matrix is armor is still fully functional. Yes.
At the moment,
But
yes.
I am beyond
Alright.
strength.
Perfect.
And then you turned into a baby.
He did turn him into a baby.
No, his powers are very useful.
Great way to take down the ledge.
Mm,
Turn into a baby.
never mind. That's
Funniest
not
thing I ever
very
thought.
useful at the moment. All right.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm baby lit.
do any of the UEG soldiers have powers aside from him?
Turned into a baby, Morty.
Nah, no. I'm baby
Not that I
lit.
can see.
But you can only see two of them.
All right.
Baby.
Funniest thing I ever saw.
And do my scanners pick up the rest at all, or is
No.
their technology sufficiently advanced? Okay.
It's not sufficient, no.
All right.
Functional,
Well,
but not sufficient.
you know what?
Ironically, I think Alfonso would be helpful in this scenario.
You're right.
I need
'Cause
someone to
he's
tell
another
me I shouldn't
person.
use the door knocker.
Huh?
Nobody's telling you that.
Nobody's giving you this.
No one.
Nobody
information.
wouldn't even think to tell you that because nobody would have think.
I don't know what the door knocker is.
Nobody would even think of that.
What's a door knocker?
To
What's a
Right.
knocker?
You're right. Energy
What's a
absorption.
door?
Energy. I'm having blast
mean,
with some energy.
I would use the door knocker.
Double.
I
yep.
can't do anything about it. I'm
What
a
are you
top-
doing?
Alright,
These guys.
so-
What are you
deserve
doing to
the
the door
door's
knocker?
knocked.
You're pierced.
All right. So I'm gonna
Nothing.
roll
Kill
cognition.
Pierce.
All right.
That's what I was trying
Well,
to do. Well, actually, I
that
was
is
just trying to knock him out. I was just trying to save Archie.
6.
That's all I was doing.
I believe you've used all of your tokens.
Yeah. No. I think I still have 3, but also I'm just gonna say it's fine.
I have 15.
You'll fail that one.
Yep.
No, you do not.
So the
You do not
energy
have
absorption
15.
rod
I have the season 1 maximum.
malfunctions. You can no,
No.
longer use it for now.
What was the season
Yep.
1 maximum?
All right.
15.
Oh my god.
I fixed. Actually, the maximum did not exist until
Until
season
Connor
3,
existed.
until season 2. The
Yeah.
end of season.
Not only that, but they rolled over into sessions,
Yeah.
so they didn't reset.
Mm-hmm.
So
And who used 15 tokens to give
Some
himself a new
of us-
power?
Connor would stalk.
I wasn't the only one who used 15 tokens.
Yeah, but you only did that.
I
I did it, like,
misunderstood
3
which one. I was
Exactly.
using the lightning rod instead. Sorry.
Fine.
You're
Because
upset.
the lightning rod is effect is the
He's
same.
my
Just
boy,
wanted to
he's just
clarify
my
I'd used
boy.
What
That's
extra
how it's
power
supposed to
did
hate
you
the player, hate the
use?
game.
Yep.
He gave himself premonitions and power negation.
Jesus.
Anyway, it's Pierce's turn now.
Playing the game.
Who, as his arm is gone,
You're welcome. That's not just my fault. That's also your own.
Gun?
uh,
What else would anybody make?
as it hit, you hear the bones snap and shift
Oh,
as it turns.
Well, not the best part.
So a
He didn't
minigun.
kill me.
yeah.
He's not aiming at anyone.
No, he's just aiming at
This is a
people.
weapon designed to hit everything.
You're
Yeah.
correct.
I am on top of the
Seen
rock.
that scene in the
Am I in his
Yeah.
line of fire?
He doesn't know you're there.
Dwayne.
So we're all rolling dodge.
Johnson?
Yes,
Am I rolling dodge? I'm on the floor.
yes. You can roll dodge if you would like to.
What is the point?
You will be hit by the
Whoa.
minigun.
I could roll over. Do I need to roll dodge?
It would look really
Do I roll
I'm spending a
dodge?
token
Do I
to
need
make mine
to?
a
If you
10.
would like to.
Is that necessary?
No.
Oh,
If you want,
okay.
If you don't want to take damage, yes.
Okay. I'd like to not take
Define
damage.
necessary.
Actually, how much harm would this do?
2.
Okay.
But it's powered.
I forget if my armor. I think I have only 1 powered armor.
Don't ever do that again. No,
I got a
you
9.
would
I'm
dare.
gonna spend 1 token.
So you don't take damage.
No, it
Archibald,
means I take
roll
-2.
Dodge.
I'd love to.
So yeah,
No
I'm
damage.
spend the token to make mine a 10.
Okay.
That's an
No
11.
damage. No damage.
I now have 1 token.
Don't damage.
So none of you take damage,
Because we're
unfortunately.
smart
Actually, wait.
cookies.
Yeah.
If I had 1 powered arm and rolled a 9 on dodge, could I negate the damage entirely?
Yes.
Okay, then I will.
Do you
that.
only have 1?
I
Actually,
only have 1 powered armor. but
I
have
believe
2
the powered
tokens.
armor is only when the invisibility suit is on.
Not very good.
That was the previous. It's up to you how it works.
It has not changed.
Okay.
It will.
He has to update the armor first.
Correct.
True. Okay, then never mind.
He'll keep
Yeah,
the dog.
Take
Take-
the
Take that, yeah.
use that token.
I haven't gotten any tokens because I haven't rolled that well.
Unfortunately, he didn't hit anything. He hit his own men though. They didn't die, but
They will.
they're not happy.
Can I stand up now?
Also, the two that were invisible are no longer invisible because he hit them.
Yeah, because that's how invisibility works, yes?
Sometimes.
It is in Skyrim.
These ones, yes.
Yeah, unlucky for them.
Every time
Is it my turn
I
now?
use a token on the next roll,
By
I
the
get
way,
one.
there's a silhouette for one.
So I'm currently at 4.
That's really funny. So
It's my turn now.
it's your turn now.
Sweet. I'm gonna stand up now. No, it's my
Get up.
turn. Bitch.
Stand
You are
up.
unstable.
I know.
Stand up. Oh, you're right.
I would really prefer that you show up
Get
again,
up.
but
Stand up.
it's not up to me right now.
Don't give up.
You think his men are not just... They're upset right now.
Yes, but they're not just gonna
Um,
shoot him.
You're right.
This might be a time to dip.
Yeah, but
You don't.
I have my code, and he's not on save yet. You haven't had me roll stand my ground yet. Also, when someone rolls to assist me, they get experience.
That's nice.
That's what I'm here for.
Come on, Archibald. Fight me like the bitch you are.
You should know.
Fuck it.
Fighting
I'm
has
s-
never been.
Fuck
okay.
it. I'm closing my eyes and I'm running up to him with my magnum that does 3 harm close. And opening my eyes and shooting him right in the face.
Because of this game's rules, it won't do any extra damage because you're hitting him in the face.
Nah, but it's cool.
But
Pick up arms, or is that attack
This
from
would be attack
ambush?
from ambush.
no.
Yeah,
You started running towards him.
That feels like
Closed your
attack.
eyes.
Yeah, but he's focused on him. He only cares about him.
I think he would be aware if somebody was running up.
Yeah, you're right.
You ran up to him, closed your eyes, and then opened your eyes.
I have
again.
1 token.
Oh,
Damn it!
What was that?
That's an
Hey
11.
guys.
That is not an 11, Eric.
Sorry, I meant 2.
Dang it!
I like
Damn, 11!
That's success I had.
Enthusiasm. That looks like 11 to me, guys.
Oh,
I don't
damn.
know.
I looked.
Anyway,
at
I got
the
a
saw it
2.
too. I heard
What does that
11 and I
mean?
went,
Oh, damn.
It means I failed.
54.
It does mean.
And I get an experience.
66.
What is a failure in Tick of Arms made again?
That means you take the damage of his gun.
without
Damn, a
taking damage yourself.
55?
Yep.
How much health are you at?
I'm at... I have 3 left.
Do you have fate
Well, you
points?
take 2.
I do. If I die, I'll use a
die.
fate point.
You take 2.
I'm
and
like,
the minigun directly shoots you in the chest. It's time to go, buddy. It's time to go. I would like to leave now, please.
not yet.
This might be
Why?
a
We don't
time
care about these fucking
I
guys.
do.
You don't know them.
to take over his body.
That's the fate
Roll
point.
grit.
That's the fate point. Oh, you mean my -1?
Yes.
Can I roll stand my ground?
Same difference.
No. I get a +2 to stand my ground.
So it's a
Roll
plus
stand
1.
your ground.
What is he doing?
He's trying to possess
Curse
my
is
body.
trying to take over
And leave,
and leave.
which is so fair.
7.
Can I roll to help him?
Help Curse take over?
No, help him to stay.
I got a 7. I succeeded.
Barely.
Yeah, but like
Are we doing the half? Can we do the half?
Okay.
We're both in control now. So what happens to me?
See, half of his body turns into.
No, I want it to be like a merging.
So it looks.
No, I got a 7,
You
which
can
means
get-
even if you
The most
succeed,
you can give
I,
him is
Oh,
a
then.
+2.
But we want the XP, so we're gonna help him.
Technically speaking,
you have
Is that the reason, Connor? Is that the reason?
No.
Connor managed to roll a 12. By the rules, the game will consider him as to have rolled a 12.
That's with advanced.
That is advanced, isn't
He doesn't
it?
have advanced.
I didn't know that was
So,
advanced.
So nobody uses assist
you
or
see
hinder.
a merging of Curse and Zack.
This works.
I hate this.
So do I. You hear both at the same.
No, I do have the advanced.
Oh, you do?
I do.
No, you
Oh, well.
roll.
Okay.
For shits
In
and
which case,
giggles.
roll.
I would have to spend 4
Yeah.
tokens
Is that worth it to you?
for you to have rolled a 12.
And for you to get experience? Well, actually, you don't even. I don't. Well, I would say it doesn't say you need to succeed.
No, it does. It doesn't say you need to exceed. Just
but I
roll.
do. Yeah, it says when you assist.
No.
No, that's fine.
Not worth it.
Did you fail?
I didn't
No,
fail.
he
No, I got
succeeded.
an 8.
+1.
Yeah, I don't have enough tokens.
So yes, this merging appeared. And you hear Pierce go, "What the fuck? What the hell is even that?"
Now it's Curse's turn. What would he like to do?
Even that?
It's Curse's turn. What would he like to do?
Run.
So half of my body just starts.
Oh, you're literally split in half.
Not exactly, but like visually we're merged, but literally yes.
Oh, okay.
Happens, buddy.
What is wrong with you?
Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the rifle of the
I'm
guy that I
Cosmic
just
Horror
killed and
#1.
use it to
Nice to
shoot
meet you.
one of the guys who just took fire from Pierce. I'll spend 2 tokens to make that a 10.
Was that the extra damage roll?
I know
No,
what I'd
that
like
was to make
do on
sure
my
I
turn
could
when
get
it's
the
my
extra
turn.
damage out of it.
Okay.
How
Can I turn the fan on?
much harm does
Don't
this
care.
rifle do?
What?
How much harm does this rifle do?
How much damage are you capable of doing right now? Or what was the extra roll for?
The extra roll was for precise strike.
Next time. So extra damage.
Yes,
Dead
extra
item.
damage.
How much extra damage are you doing?
1.
This man's dead.
Right.
Pierce?
No.
I
One of the random dudes.
It does 4.
Oh,
love that you have no idea what's happening right now.
yeah, I would have.
That's
I
still
hear
funny.
people screaming and gunshots.
I think I would have done 9 then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This man's head explodes. Your turn.
On top of the rock. Oh no, now you know what's happening. I forgot. You're on top of the rock. You see me turn into a cosmic horror.
What are you gonna do here?
Yeah.
Does John have a
Book
weapon?
nerd.
He has like a
Has-
pistol.
Yes, he does.
He has a
He has
gun.
the lightning rod.
Doesn't mean
Too.
he's good at it.
That doesn't mean he's good at it.
You have a lightning rod.
Or I could, balls to the walls.
That's
Fisticuffs.
disgusting.
You're gonna use your balls? That's gross.
Technically speaking, if shit hits the fan hard enough.
I don't want to know where this is going.
I don't like the shit hitting the fan metaphor.
I'm curious where this is going.
Line of
I'm
thinking
not.
is continuing forward.
What happens if shit hits the fan hard enough?
How is shit not already hit the fan?
Oh, I could get a
Two of them, two
You're
of
right.
these people are about to die.
Yeah, I have fate points. I don't want to use any, but I have them. And I know what I'm using next turn. I'm using his power.
Yeah.
One of them.
I guess.
I love that you see
You
me.
know
as-
we have audio, right?
Yeah.
I want to get off the rock.
What?
So you climb
Did you
up
know
the
that?
rock.
Yeah.
I had no
You're just
idea.
gonna-
Now what do you do?
Now I'm on the ground.
You are.
Wow.
We are not looking good. Me the worst, but for one reason only.
2 reasons.
2 reasons. You're right.
Patrick.
You're a cosmic horror and you're about to die.
Yes. You should eat your food first before you take your turn, man.
Or just do what you're gonna do.
I want you to know, if you survive this, you can't go back.
Yeah, because they helped me.
You probably wouldn't have been able to anyway.
No, Pierce. Your heart would absolutely believe that Pierce just betrayed them.
That's
trying to kill
fair.
me. The problem is you guys helped me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I have a code to follow.
No, I was gonna probably
You
die.
ask for help.
I was gonna die.
Yeah, even if I didn't show up.
I wouldn't be coming here unless you specifically asked me to.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
gonna send you the possible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, whenever he attacked me, I knew.
Let's
We're gonna
move.
find
If
out
we
in
were
0.2
doing-
seconds anyway.
You're right.
No, this isn't this kind of thing.
Oh, it's
It will be.
But he's giving me confirmation. So
What are the other qualities of the plasma rifle?
I don't know.
I feel like
Gun go boom.
one. I
Well,
like when I
gun go boom.
texted you a lot more.
Gun go boom. Yes.
when I get there.
Okay.
I'll shoot people.
Do you
Not
think
just
that's
you.
good?
Excuse me.
Alright, cool.
So,
I love that
What do
I
you
get
do, book
everyone
nerd?
else, an experience with Sister Hunter, but I have a minus.
What do you do, script supervisor?
What about Alan Wake,
How
What do you do, creative
far
director?
away from me
Mr. Scram?
is Pierce?
so you were on top.
He and your
He
uncle.
was right here.
So he's
So
like,
you're right here.
So how far away am
You're right
I?
next to him. You're right here.
Oh,
You're in
perfect.
front of him.
half of my body crawling away.
Could I have turned invisible while I was climbing down?
Sure.
Cool.
No one knows you're here.
I'm because I not talked to it, but I texted Patrick about it, and he confirmed that it's fine.
That's
So I
fine.
can do things like this now.
Oh dear,
Oh no.
that's not scary.
What's going on?
What's going on, pal?
Mason's gonna try and kill him.
Okay.
Oh.
In what way?
The killing people way?
No,
He's
I
gonna
mean.
run towards him and shoot him.
Oh, okay. You mean jump on top of him and shoot him?
No.
Maybe.
Shoot is a strong word.
Mm-hmm.
Heart attack.
Are you gonna write him out of existence?
You're gonna death note him.
Not that bad.
You're gonna death note him.
That's not worse than just shooting him.
Writing him out of existence.
Pretty
That would
bad.
effectively make it to where he never existed in the first place.
No, I don't think you can destroy his essence.
Actually, that's an ethical quandary that I haven't really explored. So
Let's not.
That's not even an ethical thing. That
Wait.
would just change everything that happened up to this point involving
Yeah.
Pierce.
So
Well,
What?
yeah, no, you can't destroy that.
He also can't
Many things.
I don't know. It's the only.
TikTok.
Take your turn there, Mr.
Yeah.
Zane.
Um.
Not the video game character, not you.
Okay, Light Yagami.
We're gonna keep
Make my
Hemingway.
I'm gonna switch over to someone else. Yeah.
He's just gonna. Yeah. He's gonna stand behind him.
Uh-huh.
Stick my hand out towards his chest.
Lightning rod.
What?
Laser
Okay.
beam.
Okay.
And
Keep going.
May I roll use power?
Oh God.
yes, you can.
Drawing up
What are you doing?
outside of him.
No tokens.
I have 4 tokens. In case shit goes bad and I need to change something.
He needs to use those in case he needs to
Question.
change something.
Question. Do I have to spend 3 tokens if I'm not technically rewriting anything and I'm not stopping time?
That depends on.
It depends on what you do.
It depends on what Patrick decides.
Don't text me.
No,
I want to text you.
no. Patrick wants you to say it.
Say it.
We have had enough of texting. Just
Say
do
it.
it, damn it.
Mason, after getting a general grasp of the flow of his energy through his body, is trying to force it through this man's chest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, goody. Mm-hmm.
You still need to
Laser
spend
beam.
tokens or roll.
How many tokens?
Still need to spend 3.
Is that worth it? Or do you want to see what?
It is worth it.
Don't not listen to him. Do your own thing. Live a little, Zane.
Burn them.
Give me the pencil.
Okay. You're using
Are
3
you
tokens?
burning?
I'm burning 3 tokens.
Okay.
See us.
First, describe the energy, and I'm going to describe what happens.
Oh no.
Do you want me to describe it visually?
It's just a block of text in Times New Roman that says energy blast.
They say it's not Times New Roman.
Mason is comic
comic
fan.
fan.
Yes.
No, he is Calibri.
Calibri. He is Ariel.
Helvetica.
Wingding.
From.
The way I visualize it is with his hand outstretched towards this man, he will just reappear and the area immediately in front of his hand will crack and then just an energy will seep out of it through this man's chest.
Gnarly.
Man.
Okay.
Wild.
Okay.
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian punch.
So,
Rolls. I like rolls.
is there... Oh, okay. So you see this energy begin to seep out as Mason appears in front of Pierce. Fast enough that Pierce cannot react. As it enters his body, through him, and you watch. Pierce's eyes widen as you see these tendrils of cracked glass form in his eyes. As you watch as he is pulled apart piece by piece, molecule by molecule, as he screams. Until there is nothing left.
Exponentially worse than what Mason had in mind.
He wasn't trying to do that.
Yeah,
Just
you
trying to
did.
And there is now
I know that, but that's what it
pile
was.
of goo.
Goo? Don't you mean broken glass?
You
And
didn't.
all of the soldiers run.
Before they do that, can I use power, please?
Shoot me.
Go ahead.
Sweet.
Shoot them.
Oh, I was like, oh god.
Please tell me what his plus is.
Plus-
Okay, sweet. Then I have an 8. You know what I want to do.
As you see this gray sand form out of Zach and Curse's hand, attach onto one of the soldiers, and suck his life.
Oh, not
dry.
one of them. The rest
You
of
can
them.
only get one.
Okay, that's fair. I'll allow it. I'll accept
As
that.
he just turns to dust.
I
How much am I
3
healed?
times and got
Hi.
10.
How much
11,
health did he
11.
have left? Patrick, how much health did he have left?
4.
Sweet. So I heal 4.
Yes.
Sweet. I'm no
And
longer.
combat is now over,
I am-
and Rogue arrives.
I'm no longer unstable.
All right.
As the last guy is getting shot.
So
you doing there,
I'm
pal?
gonna, you know,
Hey, she
You
did
want me
have
to explain this.
was a little bit short
After.
on the getting
Gotcha.
their side than
Gotcha.
the rest of you.
there is a reason why I feel
Sorry,
it would
Ryan,
be
you get
at
to
least
kill him
at
this
this
time.
point in the story in his character for him to do something like
Sure.
that.
Hmm?
Oh, Mason killing a guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can check Pierce off the list.
Sweet. What does Mason do after that happens?
Gags
Mm-hmm.
will probably turn and throw up a little,
Mm-hmm.
so we're the boys now. We're the boys.
and then walk back over to the group.
Guys, you have been the boys the whole time.
Yes. As
Okay.
he's vomiting,
All right,
Zach
I
is
didn't-
gonna try to run over to him and just. Are you okay?
Since you sent it,
Mason.
we're not
No, not yeah. You did say
we were
Mason.
the
Yeah.
boys.
Mason.
Uh,
Mason, are
we
you
have-
okay?
Yeah, I expected something like
we
that to
have
happen.
no time. We gotta get going.
Come on.
Um,
I'm assuming all of his stuff
You
is
hear
gone.
from the rubble of your lab. Help!
yeah, no.
Please, this
So-
hurts.
Oh, it's Ellen.
First, he's just
You
first
grabbed
he's
her to the
healing
rubble the
beam,
whole time.
stabilizing him, healing beam, stabilizing himself. Heal 2, stabilize 1.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna
I-
go back to
Patrick,
stabilizing my.
I hear
base.
that, and I'm gonna
Probably.
quickly run over and try to get the rebel out of the way.
Yeah, where you find
Alan Boyle.
a man who looks very much like someone you hate. Ah! Please don't shoot me! Please don't shoot me!
Back
Shirt?
Back. Don't shirt me.
That's what he said.
Hey. Back off.
Leave him
Hold on.
alone.
As you see under the rubble, almost around Alan is what was Zax's body. Seemingly having tried to stop the rubble from crushing Alan
Oh.
is the only reason Alan is currently still alive. But the
Come
body
on.
is completely destroyed.
Come on, get up.
All right,
I
Now.
mean,
That's
we
okay,
should at
that's-
least take it with us.
that's
It's-
repairable.
yeah.
That's something.
I'm
we
gonna
can
I'm gonna try and
fix.
push Zach off and just get up.
Oh, there's
I'll
not
get
much of
Zax.
Zax that you.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
I'll
Come
take
on.
whatever is left of that.
I'm putting my hand out for him.
All
to
the
take.
parts are there. They're just not really together.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'll fix it. I'll fix him.
Does he
Um,
take my hand?
Pick him up. We have a bunch
So-
of Legos.
What happened?
Shit hit the fan.
We don't have time to
Fear's
talk about
attacked.
it. We're going.
Um,
We are
yep.
going.
All right. So can how do I? How is this salvageable? The lab.
No.
No. All right. Well,
You gotta give him.
It was an
another-
EMP
Mason?
and also a bomb,
Mason.
Yeah.
Pierce, I guess.
otherwise known as a
I
nuclear
don't
weapon.
suppose.
He can't. He was
No.
not here when it broke.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop.
That's gross, right?
Let's go,
What?
people.
All right.
We don't want to be here when the
Ah,
UAP shows up.
Come on,
Can it still?
let's
shrink?
go.
Or is that complete?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. It's shrinking. It's
So
coming
the
back.
parts.
It's coming with me.
You're just collecting the parts. Kind of like Legos at this point.
Yep.
With how small they are.
Zach is trying to get everyone out of here first. Just
Yeah.
I'm going to, since I had never had to participate in the fight, remain invisible and just check the surrounding area, make sure make sure no one is coming to assist, or no one else is hidden that's going to follow us.
X, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab another rifle.
Gotcha. I'll grab another rifle.
They are
uh,
not powered. They merely do a lot of damage.
come on, get out.
I'll figure out.
Get
the-
out of here.
Okay.
They do 4.
Zach's making sure the rest of you get out.
That's as
first.
much as my grenade launcher.
He just simply keeps intermittently gagging.
As eventually, all of you make it back to the bunker.
Yeah, Zach is following them.
Yeah.
He's like, make sure no one's following us. No one we don't know.
I'm already checking for it. I haven't found anyone.
I was talking to him.
You were there?
I was talking to him. You can see people
So-
you can't.
You were all back at the bunker.
Mhm.
And I think the Nexus thing might have to happen next time.
No shit.
Weird.
Actually, well, no, who knows?
What time is it,
It was only
Patrick?
10:30.
And what time is on the video?
3 hours.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't want to do another hour, but
Yeah, I feel like that would take a hot second.
Yeah, that's why talking happens.
Yeah, so you're all back.
Where are we going?
Okay.
Rogue
so
would want a briefing of what happened. I don't need one in game, but I would want to know what happened.
Yeah. Archibald would explain because he was there for all of it.
My mask is off now, but you would not recognize me. It's been 30 years.
Archibald, if you would like to roll a discern intentions, I think that is applicable at this point.
That is an 8.
Means you get something, just not everything.
You know
And
what?
you know he's aware of it.
Rogue is somewhat distracted.
What's on your mind?
It's nothing.
Could we roll discern intent again?
This, sure, it has to do with a relationship between Rogue and Archibald, but you might notice it.
okay. So
You can rule if you would like to.
all right. So Pierce is dead, which leaves Furon and Gearhart. We have our proposed approach for handling Gearhart.
Sorry, I keep
but
taking-
the question
keep reading
remains:
this back.
do we want to handle Furon before going after the information that Gearhart has?
That is an excellent point. Furon does not want to set off the assurance. Gearhart will.
Just take a bit to recuperate.
Yes.
A lot just happened.
Whatever we do, we should definitely do it tomorrow. We should take a little bit of a break. However, yeah, whether or not we're going to go for Furon or Gearhart next, Gearhart will definitely be harder. He has the most protection, and the base is obviously the most.
And he's brought all the specials.
Who are
As
you?
many as... You wouldn't recognize
Zachary
me.
Downs.
My uncle.
Zachary Downs, Mr. Archie Monroe. How's your dad?
He was there when all of this started.
How's your dad?
Yeah.
Still snooping around?
I remember.
Did you hear what I said? Still snooping around? Mhm. You look like you've upgraded.
I'll give a quick brief on how we.
Perhaps
met
I've been
this guy.
snooping around too much.
Rogue gives a quick brief on how all that happened.
Yeah, I kidnapped him. Stuff happened. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. As far as let me give Mason the information to roll for first, and then. Yeah. The 10 would. Yeah. It seems like Rogue is. Trying to look for the right word. Definitely. Maybe even afraid would be the right word of Archibald. Not in like a physical sense, but probably in a more emotional way.
Good. Good.
Listen, we'll talk to her about that later.
Later. Yeah.
What did earlier in the session? What did X want Constance to have Zax do? Some kind of suit.
Start working on a power dampener.
Power dampener. Okay. How has that been coming along?
Oh, that would have been built by now.
Okay, great.
We can give one of those to if the group is okay with it. We can give the power dampener to Zach here, as he is.
The
he's dead.
dampener resistor.
Oh,
Yes,
that makes
it,
more sense.
it will allow you to use your powers inside the assurance. effects of
Perfect.
the
I'll become a
assurance.
lot more effective and not set off any rocket launchers. That was me, by the way. I'm really sorry about that. It's the power damper's messing with it.
It's fine. We all make mistakes.
It's okay. You don't need to feel bad, even if you have that capability.
I'm going to assume I should start building an infirmary.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I apologize if you all
I will
saw
get
what I
on.
did at the end there.
I
It's not
appreciate that.
pleasant.
Buddy.
Oh,
Police your
Constance
words.
will have
I
also
know.
set
It's
down the
specifically talking
pieces
when he
of
drained
Zax
the life
that he
force.
had.
Yeah. Archie is gonna start. Go ahead.
that-
And
As you're still.
Yeah.
You broke it.
he saved
EMP.
Alan.
Ah.
An EMP
How else?
destabilized our base. I'm gonna see if I can't fix it. I don't know if I
it was
can.
necessary, but
Shouldn't be
didn't need
too
that.
But I can help.
No, I was referring to the.
Oh.
Yeah, portable lab. No, I guess the important parts of the lab are fine. You know, the shrinking and enlarging parts.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting till you
But,
write it
yep.
down.
I
don't
can.
want anyone to explore this.
Archibald, you said that Furon might not want to detonate the assurance.
He absolutely does not want to detonate the assurance. That's correct. Whereas Gearhart, well, for example, Furon believes that if President Boyle was aware that her son was here being tested on by Gearhart, she would make a personal appearance. She would come in full force, and Gearhart would blow everything to Kingdom Come. Because that would be a good enough result.
So the big man is
Her son, yes.
Hi, I'm Alan Boyle Jr.
that's not surprising.
Craterton.
You look
They call me
identical.
Craterton.
You look
'cause I'm
identical.
from Craterton.
You look exactly like him.
Don't remind me.
He
Would
shot
any
me in the head.
Are any of you paying
What?
attention to Archie?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Lot to take in. He shot me in the
At
head.
this point, when he
Not him.
mentions Craterton, Archie is gonna visibly flinch.
Constance isn't paying that close attention.
No, of course not.
No.
Okay,
I'll notice,
so
but I
the
assume that
question
it's just trauma.
is, to what level can we exploit Furon's and Gearhart's opposing intent of action here, if at all possible?
What is Furon's intent?
Well, he,
person.
as
You
Archibald
said you
just said,
flinched.
Furon
mentioned
very
Craterton.
clearly does
Or
not want
just
to
said
set off
from
the
the-
assurance.
Right.
Gearhart fully
What does he want? 'Cause
to not do that. I don't know.
if we know what he does want, we can exploit that and get him on our side somehow.
Right. But if we can play
You
them
just
against
text it
each
to
other,
me.
at least until we come up with a more decisive plan of action as to how to handle them, then it might be worth looking into trying to play them against each other.
I think that would be a good play.
Admittedly, we might not have that kind of time frame,
Especially not with
but
Pierce gone. His base is still around though, so we still need to
after
take care
we
of it.
have a moment to collect ourselves and everybody's thinking a little more clearly about what's been happening and what we're going to do next based on what we've learned, then we can talk about it.
I do think that as far as what we do next, probably getting the information we need to deal with the assurance, probably next priority.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And then once we know we can deal with that, then we can start figuring out how to deal with the people who
Are
still
responsible
control
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion with regarding the assurance. Considering you got Shogun and we've taken out Pierce, I have no doubt that Gearhart's gonna turn it on.
You think
Blow
he's
it
gonna
up.
speed up his plan?
I'm thinking yes, yes.
That's
wouldn't
probably
surprise me.
An unreasonable
what-
expectation.
That's what happened last time.
So we'll try and accomplish whatever we're trying to accomplish tomorrow.
No, this is an out of game thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think getting the information about the assurance from Gerhardt's mind will take as long as you think it will.
We could.
So we could do that now.
I think they want time to recuperate.
I mean, if we
There is
I
no.
think I'd
physical-
rather do it next time.
Yeah.
that seems like a Titus here for that thing.
I don't think so.
No, I know. I just mean.
I mean,
I want time to be able to deal with the fallout of dealing with people's
Of what
minds
just
and
happened.
vortex and stuff next
Uh-huh.
time. I don't think the action will take very long, but like,
it's everything else.
yeah, just dealing with what comes next.
Not to mention there are some other things that I want Constance to do before then.
Okay.
In this time period.
Gerhardt isn't too dissimilar from Malcolm Kane.
we could probably take the little bit of time we have for the end of this to do all the precursor stuff,
Mhm.
like prep for Nexus.
Maybe.
I feel like if you're not going to do it this session,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not what
we'll
it
We
is.
could at least start next session with it.
Sure.
Yes.
Did anyone hear what I said?
Yes, he's like.
He's not too dissimilar from Malcolm Kane. I was one of the people who dealt with him when his whole thing.
That
came
guy's
out.
What does that mean exactly?
It's effectively he had a goal in mind that he was completely set on, and something happened that unintentionally caused him to speed up his plans
Okay, sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
and got more desperate.
Okay, well, we'll have time to talk about this either tonight if people are feeling better or tomorrow in the morning.
He also seems a bit more unhinged.
In the meantime, yeah, if you took a lot of shots in that fight, maybe find a way to heal yourself.
I did, but it's not pleasant.
Yeah, I guess see Archibald about that.
welcome back to the bunker.
Good to be back.
Hopefully, we can work a lot better this time.
He's gonna fuck that.
I have gained more perspective, shall we say.
Sorry for almost blowing you up. That wasn't on purpose. I was trying
It's
to save your
alright.
life.
It was
He was not gonna back down.
an accident.
I
He's
was
been occasionally patching himself up. Do I need to roll for that? Okay.
I was tracking him after watching him leave his base. I couldn't let him do that.
Is there anything that
I
anybody
appreciate your interference.
needs to immediately address while we're all together?
Such as
Anything that you want to?
Also, Archie has hooked up his force field.
well, I was originally told I was going to explain what I can do, but I feel like a lot of you saw that in action.
It's still worth explaining once
Yes,
again
that's
once we
fair.
have the time to go over it.
Is that that time?
No, not currently. I don't think.
That's fine. This time.
Okay. I want to go talk to Shogun, so that's what I'm going to be up to.
What about?
I think he can help us out in more ways than just lending his arm.
Okay.
I'll explain later if he seems amenable to the idea.
What would the rest of you
Right.
Just gonna wait and see where everybody goes first.
It's
Yes.
alright. I'll just talk to you later. Is there anywhere I could find a place to stay here? I'd rather not go out there right now.
Do we have any empty bunks right now?
I
We
can
got
find
a
a
ton
place.
of people.
We
many
have
beds
beds
are in
in
this
the
block?
Well, a lot more now.
I could find
And
a,
there are filled
Yes,
by
as previously, Zax was told to build an entire new set of barracks.
Oh, okay.
I can,
other
I
empty
can find
bed
my own
currently.
place if need be.
The extra people have been staying in the storeroom on just random beds.
Yeah, there's some barracks somewhere.
I'll find it.
This place is next.
Archie would direct you to the actual floor,
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
which I would know if I
I'll-
had the
I'll set up
stuff,
some of my stuff
but
there
I
later.
don't.
It's fine.
That should have gone better.
So,
Oh yeah,
Goes
Archie would accept. He would say he would thank you all for your help because and acknowledge that he would have died probably without you.
you laugh. Back to the.
Yeah, I know.
Constance
Not
gives
just
you a
the-
solemn nod.
Yeah, of course.
So,
He doesn't actually believe he would have died without you guys.
I did
He's
say
being
I
nice.
wanted. I don't later, but yeah. If that's the case, we're going to follow Constance for now.
Okay.
As you go to the training room where Shogun is.
What's he doing?
Training.
What does that look like for Shogun?
An expert martial artist,
Yeah, all right.
specifically with swords.
Yeah.
He's not turning the sword on.
That was my main concern. If there were just a bunch of slash marks everywhere now.
He does not seem to notice you.
Excuse me.
He stops, sheathes the sword, and turns around.
Constance. That's me.
I know.
I've been thinking a lot recently over the past not even 24 hours. But I think that you are a very having swayed you from the UEG to our side sends a very powerful message to the UEG and to anybody who is at all interested in this conflict between these two sides. And I think it's very powerful because you are known, or were known, as one of the UEG's top lieutenants. You were a lieutenant of an even smaller, more elite group. That's correct, right?
Yes.
Even further than that, your physical appearance and your sword create a very imposing image that most people aren't likely to forget and have not forgotten if they've ever seen you. Would you also say that's accurate?
Most likely.
what I'm trying to get at here is that I think we can turn what people used to see as the unquestionable might of the UEG as manifested in you and your appearance to our favor. Particularly, if only in a symbolic capacity, I would like to start using either images of your own, masked helmet, or perhaps even your sword, as iconography for our resistance, to let people know that not only do we ascribe to this iconography and use it with an intended purpose, but that the UEG is not as impermeable as it may seem, and it is susceptible to anything.
You wish to use me as a symbol?
More or less, yes. If not you yourself, then at least the image you present and the weapon you wield.
And this would be beneficial?
People tend to rally around symbols.
I suppose I could do that.
Yeah. On top of that, though I don't know if technology of your sword is fully capable of being replicated by what we have here, again, perhaps only in a symbolic or ceremonious capacity, people who operate as field agents here could start carrying around swords that resemble yours.
My sword only works for me.
I understand that, but it's more about presenting the illusion that it's the same weapon, or at least a similar
I
type.
do not see a reason why not.
All right. Well, I just wanted to ask you about it and see if you would agree to it, because, frankly, I wouldn't be so keen on the idea if its progenitor wasn't, fully on board with it. So it's good to hear that.
Okay.
I don't know if becoming the face of this resistance will somehow change you, nor do I know if it'll meaningfully impact what we're actually trying to do. But I do know that every resistance throughout history, as little research as I have done into the topic, the most memorable ones have symbols. So
I can be that symbol.
thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, with that, Constance will leave Shogun, and to go off to do other things.
Would anyone else like to do anything?
I am curious where everyone goes. Constance obviously goes to the training room with Shogun. I assume Archie probably goes to the lab.
Most likely.
You went to the barracks. Mason, where did you go?
Library.
You went to the library.
He really likes the libraries. I won't be in the barracks for long.
Yeah,
Yes, you will.
makes sense.
I'm just setting up.
You almost died.
I'm just setting up some of my stuff. I'm not unstable no more.
I don't care.
Yeah. You just sucked the life out of him, man.
I did.
Yeah,
No.
You started it.
yeah, I think I'll probably go to the library and see what Mason's up to.
Rogue finds you in the library. What are you doing in the library?
Oh, God. Sitting, cross-legged on the floor, eyes closed, meditating.
Are you
Eyes
going
closed.
To the place?
No.
No. He is just thinking about himself, the world, and where he fits.
I need to go to the bathroom real quick, but
Yeah, you don't need him for this.
Do you change, make any acknowledgement of Rogue?
No.
The elevator?
He will just remain sitting, legs crossed on the ground, eyes closed, facing away from the elevator. He went there because it's the quietest room in the base, and no one goes there usually.
Yeah. I think, yeah, for a while, Rogue will just kind of sit in the elevator, or sitting on the elevator, but in the library as well. Just kind of, I guess meditate's the wrong word. She's not meditating, but she'll sit in silence with you for a while. Yeah.
So do you need something, or are you just gonna sit there with me?
Am I bothering you? Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just curious.
No, I don't need anything.
Rigorous conversation.
Yep.
After a little too, did you say rigorous conversation?
No.
Mason? Okay.
No.
You wouldn't put it past Mason, but
We would.
He's because of the meditation, he's not in the correct mind space to
Yeah.
crack jokes like that right now.
after maybe a little bit too long, for average conversation, Rogue will ask, "Are you fine with how things went today?"
Yeah. Lots of things are changing, and I've been thinking a lot about who I am and who I want to be as a person, and realized that the more I sit around and decide not to do anything, the worse things become.
But you still don't like the idea of having to kill.
Not really. It's not the greatest thing. I'm not a fan of it, but if he was hurting a lot of people, and people were dying, and people would have kept on dying.
But you were right about Shogun.
Pierce seemed to take joy in what he was doing.
True. I'm sorry for not trusting you with Shogun.
It's okay. It's he's dangerous. He was dangerous, I should say. And going in with the only plan you have to try and subdue him through words alone is illogical, to say the least. But it worked out in the end.
Do you feel that way about the others? About the other Cabal members?
Gearheart is, for lack of a better word, insane. I not even feel like he would gladly kill anyone in this town just to get rid of a few specials. He would gladly kill everyone in this town just to get rid of a few specials. But the other two I'm not so sure about. The kid, he's gonna call him the kid.
I just didn't know if you forgot.
I did, but he would still call him the kid. He's young. He's probably getting paid a lot, and that's probably what he's going off of. Probably getting paid a lot, but I could be completely wrong with that. He could be completely in it for quote unquote the love of the game. But I think Furon and
Fion's the one that's not wanting to blow us up, correct?
He does not want to use the assurance.
I think him and Archie are kindred souls. And I'm not entirely sure that he has to die. Furon.
I'll try and make room when planning things to discuss with him then.
But who knows? The UEG can be a hell of a place.
True, but you are frequently right about trusting people. Trying to show mercy, not killing. You've been remarkably successful with that.
Frequently right isn't always right.
Yeah, but
If I make one mistake in judgment, people could die.
true, but people would die if you didn't.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I really value that in you. I think that quality is very good for this team. This team is quick to action.
It doesn't feel good killing people.
Yeah, especially when surrounded with so many people who do it so easily. I imagine that puts you in a very difficult position.
It hurts. Not physically, but in other ways.
I wish I could understand that. I guess there are still some things I'm missing from being human. But that's okay. I can still be useful in other ways.
I wouldn't say you're not human.
I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but I am very much not human.
You're just young. You'll get it someday.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm gonna head downstairs. I'll leave you to the peace and quiet of the library.
You have a good night.
I'll try.
His eyes distinctly did not open for a second during that conversation.
Noted.
So,
A needle pulling thread?
no. Are you doing anything?
So he'd be, how long would it take to put Zax back together?
More than time than you have.
Alright.
It took you 4 months to build it.
Alright. I'm going to leave that for a more long-term thing then. And, I'm gonna start just doing repairs for my own equipment right now, because I have a stab wound.
In that case,
I got stabbed in the chest.
Oi. Yui.
what are you to do?
I'm still in the library.
I'm going pretty much. After getting some stuff set up in the barracks. I'm exiting, and pretty much any one of them who I see first, I'm like stopping.
Probably Constance, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Well,
say
it depends on where Constance is.
Well, I would have been down in the training room for, all of 3
Is that
minutes.
below or above the barracks?
above.
above.
Is it?
Then I would have
Yes.
gone to find Silas. So that would be where I am.
Okay.
So in the
Where
storeroom.
is that? Oh, the storeroom, which
In the
is
storeroom.
is in the same
It's
level
the
of the
same
barracks.
level as the barracks.
Okay, so I'm looking at. I'd probably be looking in there just in general to see who's there. I'll definitely look out of place, but everyone here also does. So I'm just kind of looking around.
Well, if everyone here looks out of place, don't you look in place?
Yes. Because of the fact that I'm going to the storeroom, I see a child.
You do see a child.
Just
Hello.
hi.
Have you seen Abraham?
I have not. Do
Okay,
you
bye.
see an Abraham? I
He
Does-
walks away.
wait. Do you have a friend in your head too?
He's not in my head. I can't find him.
Can you? Is there?
There is nothing there.
Okay. What does he look like? Maybe I could find him.
Bye.
Keep an eye out for someone who looks like an Abraham.
No.
That's not a request.
I'll keep an eye out for a man named Abraham.
Constance, is that you?
Huh?
Yeah. Hi.
Every penny
two
he's used.
questions. One. Is that a child?
Yes,
Why is there a child?
she's special. Abraham is a product of her specialness. God, I hate that.
That's fair. I didn't know them as that. They weren't specials when I
Yeah,
was here.
that's fair. Anyway, everybody in here, I believe, is special. God, it's so bad.
That just gives me more of a motivation to stop Earhart.
Yeah. Anyway, you need something?
You know, I was wondering if you knew where Mason was.
No.
Do you know someone who would?
I mean, there's only so many floors to this bunker. It's,
Yeah, but
He's probably in the library. He's always there.
thank you. And what is your name?
Maya.
I'm Zachary.
Hi, Zachary.
Oh,
Have you seen Abraham?
it depends. What does he look like? I might be able to find him.
I give a
Do you-
brief description based on the drawing.
Keep an eye out for that. That seems interesting.
I don't want to see that.
Did I ask? You'll see it anyway.
Okay, bye.
I'm keeping that little girl safe. As a child. In danger. Because of everything that's going on here.
Yes, sure. Whatever motivation you need.
That's obviously not it, but
Anything else?
no, I think that's it. Are you in charge here? You feel like someone in charge here.
No, distinctly, I'm not in charge. We kind of operate based as a collective.
Good. That's
We make decisions
much
as a group.
good. That's much better than not. I've seen what happens when you don't cooperate with each other.
Yeah, admittedly,
It
there's
doesn't go well.
pitfalls to operating as a collective, but ultimately, we decided it was for the time of the decision the best call to make.
Good.
I think actually we'll be revisiting that decision sometime soon.
Probably smart. Maybe not now, but soon. Anyway, thank you.
You know, after we get rid of the giant bomb in the middle of the city.
Giant bomb in the city. I'm gonna head to the library.
From a bomb.
Are you still in there?
He will not leave.
Okay. I'm going to.
He is distinctly not leaving the library until he goes to sleep.
I open the door and just.
Oh, to bed.
Buddy, it's an elevator.
No, I mean like I'm entering into the library and then knocking on something.
Oh.
Yeah.
He is sitting cross-legged in the middle of the library, facing away from the elevator.
Mhm.
And he just raises his right arm and waves it and sits it back down on his lap.
I'm gonna go over and just kind of sit next to him. Oh, Mason.
Do you need something, or are you just wanting to talk in the library?
Just wondering how you're doing.
Not the worst I've ever been. Not the best I've ever been either. But I can't entirely remember the best I've ever been. So it's a little.
What happened back there?
I melted a dude.
I saw that.
First time.
Yeah.
First time? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. He was trying to kill a lot of people,
That he was.
and if he wasn't stopped, he would have went on to kill a lot of people.
That's right. How do you feel about it?
Hurts. Not physically, but
I know. I don't like it either. It's not. It never feels right. I'd rather not get used to it. It didn't need to be you,
yeah, but
but it was. And it happens.
he would have kept hurting people, and I was the closest to him.
You had told me that I didn't need to be as careful around you. Was that why?
No, it's something else entirely.
What is it?
Patrick,
Yes.
I have an important mechanics question.
Uh-huh.
When I used power and didn't change anything, it broke time.
Yes.
What if I, for example, did that but didn't do anything? I just effectively opened it up in front of me, stayed sitting, and then closed it again. Would it screw with time?
I would say no.
Okay, cool. It's
You
not.
need time to think.
No, he's not going to take time to think. He just, in case, I doubt he would, but in case Zach asks for like a visual example, you just pop it open and then close it again. Which I doubt he would, but that's a if then. It's not that. Kind of is. The best way I can put it, it's been told to me that it's effectively the same energy signature, quote unquote, as the end.
Correct.
Through some strange set of circumstance set forth and put on by Malcolm Kane,
It's
I
always Kane.
was, for lack of a better term, implanted with the quote unquote full concentrated energy of the end.
Ah. I see.
And utilizing said energy, I can effectively write events into and out of existence.
As you say that, you hear Zach do a little bit of like a. Funny. That's pretty similar to something Weston could do.
That's weird.
He had
but
this thing that we liked to call Nope. He could pretty much erase things from reality and then erase the fact that they didn't exist. Which is a strange concept, and I still don't like it. He lost that, but he could do that, and I just find it funny that both you and him had something kind of similar.
the way it is I can. He's while saying that. Are you sitting there with your eyes closed or eyes open? Because he
Eyes
has his
open.
eyes closed. Okay.
He's just looking over and watching you.
He'll like put his hand in the air in front of him and like
Mhm.
wave it around. He's like around here. The world effectively, the fabric of it cracks and opens, and a parchment with a quill and words written on it emerges, and I can edit that. And inscribed on that paper is effectively a narration of everything that has
That's not what he could do, but if it does the same thing, it doesn't really matter to me.
but I can't change things I do.
So you can't undo what you did to that guy. It's Pierce. Even if you wanted to. Do you?
Do I want to? I mean, yeah. In a perfect world, I wouldn't have had to kill him. I wouldn't have killed him. But even if I were to change it and make it someone else,
We don't get such luxury.
what's the point, though?
Right.
It would still be on my conscious. I would still remember it. The only distinction is it wasn't my hand. It wasn't my finger that pulled the trigger, but in my mind, it'll always be. Like, yeah, it can, on paper, not have been me.
Is
I'll always
is his demeanor changing at all?
He is still sitting there with his eyes closed.
Yeah, I know that, but like body language wise.
He seems resigned
Mm-hmm.
to his choices, and he I don't want to say gives off the aura or gives off the feeling, but he gives off the quote-unquote vibe that he completely believes what he did was the correct action in that moment. And if he had to do it all over again, he would have done the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I will explain it after the session.
So that's what you meant by I didn't need to be as careful.
If you die, I can bring you back.
I don't even know if I can die.
If you were to, or if anyone dies around me, they don't, effectively. Thankfully, no one I'm close to, at least, has died around me.
Do you like doing it? The thing. Do you like it, or does it feel more like a necessity? In
Like what?
rewriting the past or changing the past, changing things. Do you like it, or is it more?
No
This is just
one.
what has to be done.
No one should ever have the power or the strength to change the sequence of events that occur throughout history. But I can. And to not use that ability to its fullest and not help the people around me, and to not save innocent lives that would be forfeit if I were to stand by and watch, would be frankly a disservice to the world, the universe, everything at large. I would be a worse person if I sat on the sidelines and watched without taking a chance, a shot at saving just a single person.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I need to know something.
Yes.
Probably know what you're thinking. I just need to know that little voice telling you that killing people, about that it's sorry. Yes. Sorry.
My conscience.
Telling
Your
you
Constance.
that it's not okay, but it's necessary. That you don't want to enjoy it. I need to know that it won't go away. Because I've seen what happens when someone like you loses that. And it's not pretty. I need to know that this won't change you, who you are. Because I see a good man who just wants to protect people. And on purpose or not, save people, save the world. I need to know that that man won't change. And you don't have to do it all.
I spent.
And Zach will put a hand on your back, on Mason's back.
Back or shoulder?
Back.
Back. Back.
Just
I lived my whole life watching everything from the sidelines, gathering information, helping people. I, for 30 some odd years, was a spy for the UEG, and I've seen effectively the worst the world can give. And if by some strange strike of fate I decide that I can just, say, oh, what the hell? What's one life? There goes one, there goes another. It doesn't really matter. I would rather suffer through hell and back like my father current than ever give up a single breath an innocent person could take.
That's all I needed to know.
And with that, we're going to shift out and over to Dr. Elias Gerhardt. Standing in his basement, surrounded by walls of corpses. Pools of serum surround him. Two of his cabal are dead, as far as he knows. It's only a matter of time before they reach him. Whoever these people are. But unfortunately, for them, he has something they do not. An endless supply of soldiers. And that is where we will end this session of Entity Point. Thank you for watching.
Good luck.